J. Cole, he just released the album.
This is hands down J. Cole's best body of work. I don't think he can top this. If this is his last project, I'm with it and I understand.
When you think of John Moran dead, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's how you know you need to change your behavior.
And they had some good movies back then.
They don't make sports movies like that no more.
But what was the sports movie that made y'all tear up?
Oh, I already know. Friday Night Lights.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Every time, bro.
You and Javon relationship, why you chose to work with Javon, and that loyalty within that relationship.
You know, when I got certified as an agent in 2021, Javon and Austin Parker were like two of the first to reach out to me and be like, congratulations.
What was the first sports movie that like inspired y'all as a kid?
Hoosiers. I mean, growing up in Indiana, we watched Hoosiers in elementary school.
I never seen it.
That was one of the first movies.
I never seen Hoosiers.
Yeah, that's one of the first movies we see. And we always watched it around March Madness time. So that was, I think, in second, third, and fourth grade, we watched Hoosiers right before March Madness. Because that's just what our teachers was into. So I
mean, Gene Hackman?
Yeah, Gene Hackman.
Okay,
Yep. I mean, it's not my favorite movie, but it was one of the first ones that had me thinking like, oh, this is dope. Like, being that I was in sports anyway, it was definitely March Madness. Like, it was elementary teachers put us on to that. So
mine would probably be Blue Chips. I remember Blue Chips because I thought it was I watched it when I got older. I'm like, they only played one game and the coach quit. Like, I thought they played a whole season. I'm like, so it was more about the politics and everything way before NIL. So that's why that movie really like inspired me. Like, I was like, I thought it was real. I'm thinking Shaq and Penny went to college together. Like,
Funny backstory on that one. I think after that movie is when they drafted Penny Hardaway, the Magic.
Oh yeah, they sure did.
Because Shaq wanted him.
That makes sense.
So he wanted him because like they
probably that chemistry
in the movie, and then I think Shaq was telling the upper management about the kid that was at Memphis that he was working with on the movie.
So Shaq was in the league when they did that movie.
Yep.
And Penny wasn't. Penny was still in college.
Yep. I think Penny got drafted maybe the year after. I could be wrong, but I'm sure Shaq is part of the reason why.
I can see that.
They went and got Penny.
And Penny came from what school?
Memphis.
He came from Memphis? I didn't even know that.
And he
coaching the school he went to?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just from there. I don't know where he's from, but I was wrong. Damn, that's crazy. I don't either. I didn't know he was coaching his team he played for. That's fire. And Shaq was LSU?
Yep.
Was you?
Shaq was there with
how the hell did he even go to college?
I think he was there with Chris Jackson.
Probably seen him come out of high school.
Who's Shaq?
Yeah, just because his size alone. He was one and done, I'm guessing, right?
I don't think he was one and done. I think he may have done 2 or 3.
Damn,
I think because whatchamacallit got drafted ahead of him, Christian Laettner.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he did all 4. I think Shaq may have came.
That's why Blue Chips was so fire. Like, it didn't seem like acting to me. Like, that was like Nick Nolte seemed like a real coach, like some Bobby Knight shit. Like, that movie was well put together. When you watch it now, after watching it as a kid, I'm like, this movie is fire.
Yeah, it came out in 94.
I was 5 years old. I forget the main dude. I don't know if the main character was a hooper. The one dude, he was shaving points.
The white dude in there, I think he played at IU.
Okay, the big dude. Because he was from Indiana in the movie.
Yeah. He actually played at IU, I believe.
Okay, so they kept it kind of close to reality.
Yeah, Penny got drafted after 93.
Matter of fact, in the movie, didn't he go to the South to get Penny? When he was recruiting everybody? I don't know. I'm about to watch it again.
I remember Shaq was in the barn tearing down rims.
Yeah, Shaq was just, come on, man. It was ridiculous. Unreal. I think he went to like Louisiana or something to get Shaq. I wonder what the budget was on that movie. That movie was fire.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
The budget was $35 million.
Cause bro, that game they showed looked like it was lit, a real college game. Like that shit look. I thought that was a real university. Like that shit was put together.
Yeah, he from Memphis.
He from Memphis?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's fire. So he back at home.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, so the budget was $35 million. It actually lost money. It only made $26 million. Yeah. That's crazy.
I just saw another movie back in the 90s that lost. The budget was, oh, you know what? It was Pootie Tang. That's the movie I was thinking of.
The budget, Pootie Tang budget had to be 200,000.
Yeah, I was about to say $2 million.
Pootie Tang.
I never watched that shit all the way through either. Just certain parts.
I've seen it too many times.
That's
the movie that stuck out to me was Major League.
Oh, fire, bro. Fire.
Yeah, like a good old baseball
bro,
movie.
That was my shit, bro.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
That was a shit. Wesley
Snipes was in there.
I used to watch that shit faithfully on TBS and TNT.
The dude who do the Allstate commercials, wasn't he in there?
Yeah, he was in there as an African dude.
Yeah.
Like Dennis Haysbert.
Mm-hmm. This is an Allstate stand.
Remember, is it Omar Epps?
Yep, he was in there.
Yeah.
He was in Major League too.
Oh, was it?
He was in the second one.
Okay.
Man, I played Little League Baseball. I thought I was him. It was not fast, bro.
Yeah, because he was the one stealing all the bases.
Uh-huh. And then I think they came up with how many they had? Was it a trilogy?
Maybe. I remember the first two were fire.
I used to always get those mixed up with, because you had that at that time. It was Major League and then Rookie of the Year. I think it was the other one with the little boy. Who was the pitcher for the Cubs. I think that's what it was.
That was fire.
Where he broke his arm.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, he was throwing these crazy pitches. Yeah,
that was a good movie.
And they had some good movies back then.
They don't make sports movies like that no more.
But what was the sports movie that made y'all tear up?
Oh, I already know. Friday Night Lights.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Every time, bro. When Booby Miles, man, that car, bro, that shit fucks me up. That nigga was like, what I'm gonna do now? That shit gets me every time.
And the crazy thing is, that's a reality for a lot of kids.
Man, that's what's made it sad. It's a true story. I'm like, bro, that's heartbreaking, bro. Yeah. That's heartbreaking.
Probably not to the same extent, but, and it wasn't a football movie or it wasn't a sport movie. But seeing Ricky get shot down after he received the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, everybody. When I still get emotional when I watch it. Like, I don't know he about to get shot every time.
Like, every time. He did all that work and finally got to the scores that he needed. He was about to go to college.
Finally about to do it.
Got shot down.
Had a son.
Man, let's talk about that, because that is like that is a reality where I feel like, especially when you like a young black male, when you having some type of success or you on your way to success, like people, like basically, he was playing football, was doing everything the right way for the most part, and some dudes in his own neighborhood just killed him.
Pretty much no reason.
When Ricky died, how the mom responded, like, yeah, it's my son. You got another son that was like a knucklehead, but you ain't really show him that type of love.
And she was attacking him and everything.
She pretty much was blaming him for his murder.
Yeah.
Thinking it's something you undone in the streets that got your brother killed. But he really ain't do shit. Yeah. He's like, I ain't do nothing.
And that is a reality. Because sometimes you have to, let kids like know like who you around. You could be on the up, and just because you're around a certain group of kids, like other kids don't care like what you got going on. They like shit. If I hurt you, it's gonna hurt them more than me just hurting them. Like seeing the top dude go down, they could hurt. They could hurt whoever they was really trying to hurt worse than just actually hurting them physically. And so like a lot of kids, just gotta let them know like, hey, you gotta watch who you be around. Sometimes you gotta part ways, and not part ways, but if they really with you, they gon' come up to your level and be like, I'm done. You got those who gon' make excuses for you, or you got those I'm like, bro, like, hey, you just need to game plan.
It's hard though, because you think
go back to the
you
drawing
really don't think nothing ever
board,
can happen to you.
figure out how to get
then
to.
He's like, no, I've been with
plan
them since
A,
day one,
and
like
then
sandbox.
just
So
keep
you don't be
going
thinking
through
nothing
it.
can
But
happen.
there's different ways to get to your
till it
plan
happen,
A
man.
than it
That
is
shit
to
is
just
sad,
settling
man.
for plan B. So
Yeah, and then people challenge you like you think you better than them because you distance yourself. So now the kids feel like, no, I'm going to the hood party too, just to prove something. Bro, you way too valuable, but you don't even see it that way because your pride being challenged. It's sad, man.
Yeah.
You always got some haters, and you don't
Wouldn't
even
be
know.
right if it wasn't
Yeah.
haters, bro.
So that's why I tell the kids, like, go home, bro.
Mhm. Really ain't.
Yeah. If you want to get somewhere, you better be able to catch up. They gonna keep up. Yeah. You're gonna be enticed about you know, a lot of things are gonna be enticing. A lot of people gonna want you to show up here and there.
Yeah.
You know, but you gotta be one who can feel energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Read
have
the
to
room.
you have to have that sense to like feel a room and know like, all right, this ain't it. Like one example, this was a couple years ago, out at we were downtown. I think it was actually after Mac Fest. Austin Mac had his thing or whatever. And I don't talk to Jesse much, and we do talk here and there, but he's good at like popping up. I'm gonna be here for a couple minutes and I'm out. And I'm out. I'm like, shit, that's why he's safety. He got that sixth sense. Like he got that sense like, hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm with my same crew that I've been with. We tight. We gonna show up. Hey, kiss baby, shake hands, and
I
leave.
respect that. Get up out of there.
And I'm like, hey, most kids if they can learn anything from him, is that like it's cool to pop up here and there. But
you could be there, but you ain't gotta stay.
Yeah, don't be at every scene. You don't need to be at every scene.
Be exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we get tired of seeing these Chargers around here. You know what I mean? It's like everybody want to be a Charger. It's like hey, somebody got to want to be a Ferrari. Here and there. And then like the importance of like your entourage, your crew, your circle is very important because if you the only one that got something going for yourself, or at least trying, and what happens if you don't make it? You know what I mean? What type of friends do you have around you? That matters a lot too.
Do you got those who gonna make excuses for you, or you got those I'm like, bro, like, hey, you just need to game plan again. You just need to go back to the drawing board, figure out how to get to plan A, and then just keep going through with it. But there's different ways to get to your plan A than it is to just settling for plan B. So
I think people gotta learn to be team players too. Everybody got a role.
Yeah.
If this the star athlete, okay, well, I'm gonna pick up a camera and film him, or I'm gonna make sure he get into his games or time or getting the equipment. He like everybody want to be like the man, and sometimes it's just not your role.
Yeah,
I'd rather be on a winning team than not be on a team at all. Like, but people, it's so hard, especially when you're young. You just want to be with everything you dream of, but your dream can still happen. Just if somebody's the one, just play your role. But it's so hard to find people to play their role.
Yeah,
it's so hard. But like you said, if they real, they gonna catch up. They gonna keep up with you.
Yeah,
so you ain't got to keep going back to people that ain't on that.
J. Cole, he just released the album. Did you have a chance to listen to
it? To Fall Off. We, as a J. Cole fan, we've been waiting on this for years. So for him to finally drop this project after the whole Big 3 beef or whatever, bro, this, in my opinion, honest opinion, I listened to it since it came out. I've been playing it nonstop. This is hands down J. Cole's best body of work. Like, it's nothing I don't think he can top this. If this is his last project, I'm with it and I understand. If you listen to J. Cole and you're a fan, and this might be kind of biased, I related a lot to where we from. not only would he call his career 2-6, we 2-6-0. Just the way he tell his stories and stuff. I'm like, bro, when I watched the documentary on him years ago, I'm like, it sounds like Fort Wayne damn near. This album for him is a full circle moment. It's pretty much him discussing on both. It's a double disc. So the first disc is like him being 29 going back home. And the second disc is him being 39, which is age now, going back home. Just that 10-year gap. Because he left when he first got out of high school. He left and went to New York. So it's all a play in in his music game. He been in the game since 20 years now, since the Come Up dropped his first mixtape. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so it sound like a full circle moment for him. Like home, what it's like to be back home. Now that I said I was gonna leave home and be the man, now I'm the man and coming back home and just God tier level rapping. It's just everything. If you're a J. Cole fan, it's everything you wanted J. Cole to be on some real shit. Like it's I really have nothing bad to say about the project. I think it's flawless. Like I ain't even gassing it or hyping it. To me, it's one of the greatest albums we had in a long time. I ain't felt this way about albums since GNX. And then it's one of them type of hip hop albums that is gonna age gracefully, and over time, people gonna put it with them great albums, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's fire, bro. I'm happy for Cole, his fan base. Like me, I'm happy for him. Like he's still my nigga.
Where do you see like J. Cole like falling in the history of hip hop rap from first generation to where we at now of hip hop artists?
Definitely like a Hall of Famer. If we're gonna put in that type of talk, he's gonna be one of the greatest ever, like of all time. Like he's gonna be like top 10 of all time. Just his skill set, his subject matter. He stayed true to who he is. And I don't believe anybody can literally like out rap him. Like it's different, bro. Like I don't want to take it there because it's like we know what he did. He apologized in the Big 3 thing, but his skill set is just that good. But he's gonna be one of the greats, bro. He is right now, but when it's all said and done, he's gonna be out there with the Pacs, the Hoes, Big, Kendricks, the Drakes. Like he's right there with them for sure. Like no question about it. The Nas's, all them. He's right there, bro.
Do you feel like this is last album?
I think he's done. If you listen to the album, it sounds like he ain't got like he's done. Like because he don't like being famous. He made all his money. I think he's gonna do a big tour this year. I think he about to. We ain't gonna see J. Cole. It's the same dude that ride bikes through the city and shit. Don't wear jewelry. But he's done. I don't think he wants to do it. Unless he wants to drop an album, he might do it. But I don't think we're gonna hear no J. Cole for a minute after this year. I believe him when he say this his last album. He might do features. I think he still might have his own label and be part of the music behind the scenes. But as far as him, he's done. He's done.
Just turned 41. Been in the game 20 plus years. If you take into the fact you got to start to get on, and then once you get on,
bro, he's done. It's always gonna be in him. It's like LeBron, bro. Like an NBA player that had a 20-year career, they retire. It's like, what else you got to prove? You got your rings. You got not LeBron for sure, but players got their rings, their accolades.
Do you believe that J. Cole, in that context of rings, do you believe he has a ring or rings? And if so, when was that year that Cole was like number one?
That's a good question. I would say 2014 he was close. Super close. Like 2015, 2014. That's when I think he got a ring. But it's hard to say. Cause he been in there with these heavy hitters, bro. He's part of. I don't give a fuck what Kendrick said. I hear you, but it's still a big 3. And it's hard to say who was number one at a time because they all are like 1A, 1B, and 1C. They just switches to me because it's ridiculous how good they are. But if I say he had to get a ring, I would. Yeah, I don't know who career I would compare him to.
I was
Like NBA wise, I was gonna say KD, but I don't know. I would say KD because
I would say
just a pure score.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see Melo, but I can see Melo.
And it's not
I
out
can
of
see Melo.
it's not out of disrespect.
No, on neither level. They all greats, but I would say KD though, because it's like you do your own thing, but you got with a GOAT before.
Mm-hmm.
He ride with Drake and he ride with Dot. Like he cool with both sides. Like I would say he's more like a KD. Cause he ain't no better scorer than KD. Just like Cole, I don't think there's nobody that can really out rap Cole. Like just like you can't show me a player that can outscore KD, but I don't think KD's better than LeBron. You know what I mean? I don't think KD's better than Steph.
Who would be the big three of our generation over the past 20 years, like hooping?
Hooping? Yeah. Gotta be LeBron, KD, and Steph. Gotta be.
And then you already said Cole is KD.
Yeah.
So, and then LeBron. Who's the LeBron?
I think Kendrick is Steph. And I would have to say Drake is LeBron.
I agree.
I'd say Drake is LeBron. Because it's just, it's Drake, bro. Like, I'm not, like, Drake been the pop status, the Drake is down there like the face of the league type shit, face of rap. Like, you could play Drake everywhere, stores, all that. Kendrick reminds me of Steph because it's like they don't talk much. They don't need to be in the media much, but they will fucking kill you. And you know they gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people like, Steph got 4 rings too. And they like saying, is he better than LeBron? And then it's like, he stayed with one team his whole career. You know, Dot it's similar. I would say, yeah. I would say it's like as far as their each player's play level, not the player's personality wise, because you know LeBron and Drake got their little beef or whatever. And I know Steph and Drake are close. I think they damn near like family through marriage or some shit like that or something. I heard they were close.
You said Steph and Drake?
Yeah, Steph and Drake are pretty close.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I kind of would agree with Drake when it comes to LeBron. And like you getting that close to,
I would have distanced myself too if I was Drake.
To Kendrick.
As soon as I saw you at the concert, I'd have distanced myself.
Yeah,
for sure. People like he was sensitive with me. I look at you as my nigga.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's like, man, I can't imagine.
I'd have felt the way.
Yeah, it's like, damn, you get on the school bus every day, and people is bringing up that you took this L every day. Not only that, somebody that you cool with, man, I got you tattooed on my body, bro. Like,
yeah, I really look at you as family, like a friend. Like I would have felt the way.
And you over there dancing and hanging with this dude.
It's one thing to like it, but you shouldn't like it publicly.
Yeah.
Like I when I seen LeBron at the concert, I said, yeah, Drake and LeBron will never be cool. They've been hot the same time down there. Because Kendrick came later after Drake. Drake was already running shit.
Mm-hmm.
Drake been running shit since what, 06, 05? So it's like, you know, LeBron down there came up together. Like, yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of shocked by that.
LeBron lost some points with me.
To me, it just showed like, I understand the moment. You in LA, you're a Laker, and that pop-out was a big moment. I get it, but sometimes you just gotta pick a side. I ain't saying fuck Kendrick, but you gotta pick a side, bro.
LeBron said, I'm about to pop out too.
Sometimes you gotta pick a side. You ain't gotta say fuck the other side, but you gotta pick a side. You can't play the middle all the time, bro. And I hate when people try to play the middle unless it's just love, but sometimes you really gotta like pick a side. I'm one of them people that's gonna pick a side regardless.
That ain't enough for us to turn on.
No. And I could keep it real if that's like my guy lost the battle. I'm like, yeah, we might have took a L on that. That's still my guy, and I'm still riding with him. Mm-hmm. That's just me. So I understood the bias on both sides. Yeah. It was some TDE bias too, the old West Coast bias. Like, of course, they came up with Kendrick. You're supposed to be that. Yeah. That's you. The way you felt about LeBron, I felt about Game. Mm. How the hell you choosing sides with Drake? But when I heard Drake, when Game spoke on it, I'm like, I get it. You got a close relationship with Drake than you do Kendrick.
Yeah.
But If that's the case, just stay out of it, period.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing, because this is your hometown. I couldn't go against Fort Wayne because I'm close with this guy. Like, no, I'm not going against my crib, bro. I'm like, I ain't in this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't in it at all. And that game kind of chose a side, and I was like, that's a bad look, bro. He ain't go to the pop out, which I respected, because you got love for Drake.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to vocalize or do interviews about it saying, like, just say I love both of them. There's a lot of legends that said I love both of them.
Yeah.
Like, they just was out of it. But I lost a lot of respect for Game with that choice. Not musically, I love his music. I lost respect for Snoop too. I didn't like how Snoop, like when Drake put the song out with AI Snoop was like saluting that shit and bigging it up. I said, wow. I think he was high and didn't realize what the fuck was going on. I think he just heard Drake using him. Thanks, nephew, appreciate it type shit. Like,
Snoop probably didn't think it was that deep. You know
he did,
what I mean?
both my nephews.
Yeah.
But no, you gotta pick a side, bro. It's certain niggas I'm picking a side with no matter what. There's some niggas I might stay out of it. But like my niggas, like you and my homies, like bro, I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I'm with my niggas, like regardless. I'm gonna pick a side with certain people, right or wrong.
No.
I'm gonna tell them like, bro, you probably shouldn't have did that. But I'm with you though, no matter what. But some people is like, nah, I ain't in it. But it's certain niggas I'm gonna pick a side with no matter what the fuck they do.
When it kind of pick a sides, when people do stuff like that, you got to think most of the time it's people that is trying to gain something personally by doing that. It's like,
that's what it is a lot of times.
Like our dad, he always, you ask him who his favorite team, he gonna say whoever winning. Like whoever won the Super Bowl, that's my team.
That's funny.
And I'm like, I ain't built like that. You know what I mean? So, LeBron being in LA, and pop out in LA. You went out there, you in the crowd, you couldn't even get on the stage, bro. Because you not from LA. Yeah, you play for the Lakers, but you not Kobe.
Nah. Not Kobe. You not hometown.
But it's like you doing that to try to fit in a situation where this deeper than all of that politics stuff. The party must die. Like when you look at Billboard and you look at music, it's like it's like the party died.
Yeah. Everything changed. Everything changed with music. That's why I respect where it's going now. It seems like it's getting back to artistry. Hopefully. But it's just a cycle.
Yeah.
Hip hop did the same shit when, remember Nas dropped Hip Hop Is Dead because Soulja Boy and them was coming out. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle every time, bro. And certain people just last through the eras, and that's why they're the big three. It's really a big four. I put Future in there because Future been around. He's so underrated.
He been around before everybody.
Everybody, and he's still here. He's still here. Who would Future be in the NBA when we say they KD, Steph, LeBron? I wonder who Future would be. That they just always there. Always winning. Always fucking there, bro. I don't know who the fuck you could compare and made it through eras and winning.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't know. I have to think on that.
LeBron, he got drafted in 2003.
This sounds insane.
This 2026, bro.
2026 is crazy.
And like athletically, that's hard to do. And then with being artists, it's like J. Cole can rap until he's 50.
Yeah, they can rap until they don't. They got a voice forever.
If Jay-Z come out with an album, like a lot of people don't want to listen to it.
Bro, it's gonna stop. It's gonna trend, all that shit.
When it comes to Future, who would Future be?
I don't know.
Like, who would Future be? Because that's tough. Because
you could say Future is like, well, this dude is retired, but you could say Future is like Shaq. Like, every team Shaq went to, he won until he, dwindled out or whatever. But even after Shaq retired, it's like his name got bigger. Like he a household name. He started branding. He's everywhere. That's just off the top of my head, but I don't know. Future is one of them ones, bro. Like Future been here for a long ass time.
Would you say Future would be Dwayne Wade, maybe?
Maybe, but D Wade kind of them injuries. Maybe Tim Duncan, maybe.
But when you think about the injuries, you can kind of correlate it to like the drama outside of the music with Future having.
Sure. Why they underrate him so much?
Yeah,
you could. He might be D Wade because you know what he could do. He's definitely Hall of Fame. He's respected.
Want some trophies.
Or is he Kyrie?
Ooh.
Is he Kyrie?
But
because they got that certain skill set. We know 1-on-1, can nobody fuck with Kyrie. He don't always win the trophy. He been injured.
But he's somebody that you want on
you want him on your team. He do his own fucking thing. Future don't do media or nothing, but Future do what the fuck he want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Future is the one person that where you don't want his music to mature. I don't give a fuck what he talking about. I don't want to hear Future talking about being married and shit.
Future.
We need that toxic shit from Future. So I even, bro, what nigga? I love Future, bro. When I'm getting dressed, when I'm about to go somewhere, and I need some motivation, some confidence, I put on Future every time. When I listen to Future, I feel like I'm that nigga, like for real. Can't nobody tell me shit when I listen to Future. Shout out to Future. He could drop whenever. That's why the Big 3 beef starting with Future song is perfect. It was perfect, bro. That nigga Kendrick is, bro, I'm telling you, that nigga different. He look at shit as the full scale. He dropped that Like That song. It's a Future song. And you diss Drake on it, and it changed the whole rap scene for the next 2 years after that. Like, that was the perfect person to do the song with. That was perfect. Well, it's not a deep question, but it's something we could talk to. What separates a hobbyist from a professional?
I think a hobbyist is like, I just do this because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably love it the same way that somebody
pro would. Yeah.
A pro would. I'm not attacking the avenues that a professional would.
Okay. I mean? Yeah, I
feel
that.
I film for a living and, filming sports. I meet some photographers who show up to games, take pictures for fun.
Yeah, just like to do it. You don't. To be where you're at, it had to, I guess, start off as a hobby. Because you didn't know the business or this and that. You just like, I'm interested in this. I want to start this.
Yeah.
I guess my question would be for a hobby is like, what makes you not want to see if you could take it pro? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm making beats or if I'm rapping and I feel like my rapping is good, or I write poetry, and I was like, maybe I want to do spoken word next. Like, what stops you from trying to see if you could take it to another level? Like, would you turn down being a pro at it because you don't want who wouldn't want money for their hobby is what I'm saying. If you would pay me for a hobby, fuck yeah, I like to do it. Like people that love to read, that's a hobby. Or you like to work out. If somebody's like, here, I'll give you such and such dollars every time you work out, you're like, oh shit, it's easy money. I love to do it. So that's why I don't. Is it the ambition or is it just that a hobby is just like really like I don't care about money when I do this. I really just do this for a peace of mind. Yeah. It's hard for me to like wrap my mind around that.
If you do it for a hobby and you are posting your work, whatever it is, you basically already doing all of the things that a professional is doing in the sense of creating, putting your content out to the world. Because and I say that to say, it's this young lady who kind of blew up in her own right. She did a jingle for Dr. Pepper. Did you hear about that? Pretty much, she was on TikTok. Tastes so good, and said baby, and how she said it.
All on TikTok.
Yeah, and it went viral. Everybody that went viral on TikTok, like, yeah, you post it because you want people to see.
Yeah.
But you have no control over
none, bro.
how many people see this,
or how many reposted, all that. You can't control none of that.
So like timing matters. The substance, the subject, like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff matters, and the only difference is money. Money is
That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, I wonder if there's more to it. That's why I asked it, because I'm like, gotta be the money. I think once you get paid for it, that makes you a pro, right?
And what stops people from like really scaling up for on a professional side, a lot of times is fear. A lot of people, like I say this all the time, like the most richest place on earth is the graveyard. And like people sometimes be like, huh? If you think about everybody that ever lived and passed away, if you think about all of their dreams, goals, and the what ifs and the regrets, if they actually would have just said, F it, I'm gonna do it now and pursue it. Like even if they didn't get to where they wanted to get to, at least they will be fulfilled in a way where like I don't have no regrets. So when you come across a very limited few people that say like, "Oh, I don't have no regrets," most people can't say that because I know within myself, like I have a lot of regrets as far as whether I did something personally or I didn't pursue or I didn't believe in myself, which either delayed my process or didn't help my process. So
yeah, same here. My regrets don't really come from choices I made, because it's kind of like, okay, I can't go back and change nothing from this choice. So why live with that burden of regret and wishing I made a different decision? It comes from mostly regret not doing something that out of fear. That's where my regrets come from. Not because it's a lot of stuff I didn't do out of fear of not making it, or fear of being looked at away, or just fear of not knowing what the outcome would be, and I didn't do a lot of stuff. But now at my age, I'm in my 30s, I'm 36. I'm trying to like fuck fear, bro. I told somebody like one day, I didn't mean it in a way. I didn't know, it was like a lack of words. I'm like, life is kind of like a game, bro. Like we only get one life physically. It's like, bro, if you don't just do what you want to do, you're going to keep living about, man, what if I do this, or dreaming. That's why, like the pod now, the time is now. Like, time is now. Why not do it now, bro? Because tomorrow literally ain't promised. I hate to go that way with it, but that kind of, when I think like that, it make me want to do stuff. When I'm second guessing on doing stuff, I'm like, bro, just do it. You might not have another chance. And it's like we have no control over that. It's like everybody, you could eat healthy, do this and that, bro. You could fall out of bed and hurt yourself. You can get hit by a car, God forbid. But it's like you really don't have control over when you leaving this planet. So it's like, bro, do what you want to do and do it now. Cause doing this 9 to 5, you making somebody else richer. You doing this and that. You doing everything for everybody else but yourself. And I feel like people be too scared to just go after it. I'm fighting that fear now, so I ain't judging nobody that's scared. I'm still scared to do certain shit. But I'm fighting it. I'm chipping at it slowly but surely. That's why that question, like a hobbyist to a pro, just stood out to me, because I'm not trying to be no hobbyist no more. Like I want to be a pro.
Speaking about now, it's like the podcast. We calling it Not Over With podcast. And when you really think about right now, your situation, whether you got certain fears or not, you just got to realize it's not over with. Like, today, bro. You could do something today that's set up next week. But you may be 15 plays away from scoring. And it's like, what's the game plan? Like, here go a game plan. Obviously, no game plan for the most part. Most game plans don't go the way that
it's never gonna go the way you planned it out.
So that's why they got adjustments, audibles.
Exactly. I feel like a game plan is really just your map. Like I guarantee every game we watch, both teams have a game plan. But you gotta adjust sometimes. Shit happens. So life happens. You really just gotta adjust, but you gotta have a game plan so you ain't just going with the wind. But your steps are gonna be guided, bro. And I really honestly believe everything is off faith. I feel like everybody that's doing something, you believed it. When you was broke and you applied for that job, you believed that you was gonna get that job and you got that job. You believe that you was gonna wake up the next day. You believe you was about to go get some food. We use faith in so many small things that we don't even give credit for. So when it comes to giving faith to something you really want to do, it's like, what the fuck is fear? I believed in myself with everything else. Why would I stop believing in myself when it comes to something that scares me? That's when your faith need to step in more than anything. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's just regret is a motherfucker, bro. Like you said, I ain't trying to be in no cemetery with none of that regret shit. It's like you said, the people that live with no regrets say they have none, like I salute that shit.
You know, when you think about Kobe, you know, unfortunately, like, you know, he passed away 6 years ago, and sounds crazy, like time been flying.
Flying, bro.
And when you think about Kobe putting his all into his craft, putting his all into a lot of stuff that I'm sure he wished he probably could have spent more time with family.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But it's like, it's certain sacrifices. Like, I can't play this game forever.
Nope.
So while I'm playing, I'm about to, you know, make certain sacrifices to be the best Kobe Bryant that I could be. Another thing, you know, I filmed something for the first time and I made my first edit. Like, it took me a few days to even post it because of the fear of, because I compare myself to like elite talent, right? And it's like, I know I'm at the beginning stages, and this was 6-7 years ago. I'm at the beginning stages. Me getting over certain fears of like posting and kind of rebranding myself. Majority of my adulthood, like, people didn't know me from filming, and like people didn't know like the love and passion I had for cameras and stuff like that. I never like showcased that to the public like that. But once I got over the fear of, and then it's like, all right, I posted it. All right, cool. If I got one like on it, one view on it, outside of my my like and my view, because I'm liking all of my own stuff. I don't care. And
as you should.
So eventually, all right, my second video, it didn't take me a few days. It probably took me 2-3 days to post. And then my third video, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna post it. Then you just get in this habit of just doing it. And then next thing you know, like, people start to gravitate towards your work. Because as you go, you're going to get better. The way that you make beats now is so much better than when you first started.
Absolutely. And it's going to be, from this moment right here, the years from now, I'm like, damn, I got way better then. It's funny. You and Jody, y'all my two best friends, and y'all both entrepreneurs. So it kind of like inspired me, like, bro, I seen both these guys first start posting, first bet on themselves, and then I'm seeing y'all still on the rise, y'all still grinding, but I'm like, they came a long way. And it makes me like, man, maybe it's time to like get that fear out of you and just bet on myself, man. And but you know what they say, what's the saying I hear all the time, when you want to get faster, you got to run with people that's fast. So it's like, both my homies entrepreneurs, and that's what I'm seeing. That's why I ain't talking down on 9-to-5s, but I look at them differently, because my two best friends don't have a 9-to-5, and they're doing well for themselves. So it's like, nigga, you could do it too. And then y'all both speak that into me. It's like, bro, it's just refer to the pod. The time is now, bro. The time is now.
Because for me, I don't know, I've been around a lot of talented people across the board. The only difference really is, or they just knew what they wanted to do and they just went after it.
They just went after it, bro.
And then, you know, exposure is one thing. Like, you know, Evan White, he made.
Yeah, like, I know we did some projects early on, like virtually together, but I never physically, like, never shook his hand, never met him.
Yeah, so he went to school with my brother Dre. He went to Harding.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, they used to. Yeah, I remember them hooping. They used to get at Wayne.
Yeah, so like he been producing music for a long time, and you know, when you just do it for a long time and you engage with different people along the way, you're gonna eventually like meet people in that space that can elevate you, whatever. That's just like with me, like, I love sports. my family a big sports family, and I knew I wanted to dive into sports. When it comes to videography and filmmaking and stuff. And so me knowing that I wanted to pick up a camera and you could do so much behind the lens, I knew what niche I wanted to go into.
You
I'm
had a
like,
game plan.
yeah, so it's like, all right, I want to film. I'm gonna film sports. Okay, cool. My brother is one of the top trainers in the country. I'm new to this. He believed in me. He gave me a chance, and I'm a here go all of my goals. And my brother Dre, he laughed at me because I'm like, man, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I barely knew how to work a camera properly. You know what I
But
mean?
you knew what you wanted to do.
And then so it's like years later, like my knowledge, my skill set, it got a lot better. But along the way, I had moments where I would reach out to you like, hey, I'm going here, or I just met, or I just filmed such and such. But that only happened because I jumped in that ocean with and it get
Sink or
crazy.
swim.
Yeah.
Sink or swim, and we ain't built like that. We gonna swim regardless.
Yeah.
And it's crazy seeing, like, when you talk about it, I'm like, I really witnessed that shit. Like, I seen it all.
Yeah.
The first setup, when you first got the camera, I'm like, bro, you nice at this. And then I remember you know how we do. We watch hella music videos. We was studying the technical shit of it. You was teaching me certain shit. You like, see how they did this shot, this how they done. I'm like, shit, I never even peeped that. Like, yeah, so it's to see where you at now, it's like I can't wait to see where we keep going with it. It's about to be we gonna be where we supposed to be for sure.
Because I truly I remember when you first told me you made beats. Like, I don't ever I look at life differently than most people. Like, I didn't look at it like, oh, this dude think I looked at it like I see the success side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we at the beginning, but I see the other side of it. Like, imagine telling your story. Like, we telling our stories. Like, yeah, we met. We used to work together, and you tell me like, yeah, I make beats, whatever, and I'm like, let me send me some beats. I want to listen to them.
Yeah.
And then you send me the beats, and I'm like, oh, like, he pretty good. He pretty solid. And
Yeah.
then what I did next was like, I know somebody who produced music, so I sent him your work.
Facts, absolutely.
And then that person that make music, he was like, "Who made this?" I'm like, "Man, this is the dude I work with." Blah blah. I'm telling him, and then
bro, that not even that was so crazy. That gave me like I needed to hear that because I don't like telling people that because it's like this negative tone they give you, like this look. So when I told you, I was like, this. I don't know. I just told you that I did it. So when you did that and he hit back and he gave me advice, and I just respected that. I was like, damn. They may respect you, of course, but it definitely. I was like, damn. I needed that pick me up because I'm tired of telling people what I do and they like, okay, well, whatever, this and that, and we ain't really in a city that really supports arts that much.
No.
But you tell somebody you got 9 to 5, they congratulate you. So it's just different here, but I needed that pick me up. Every little thing. So I'm to this day, bro, people still ask for beats. And I'm nervous. I don't give a damn if they local, they don't rap at all. I'm nervous. It's like I can't I just want it to be liked. You want I'm an artist, we sensitive. We want our shit to be liked, bro. So I needed that shit. It is crazy how that all played out. We still at it. We shit. About 10 years ago down there? Almost 10?
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, because Skylar was, when I first got that job, my baby wasn't even born yet. So she 10 now. She'll be 11 in July. So crazy.
Yeah. So, man, that is crazy. Like, we've been friends for a minute.
It don't seem like that.
No, it don't.
Niggas been through some shit together, but it don't. That's crazy how time flying.
But that's another important thing too, like having good people around you, like people that's good for you.
Yeah, man. That's more important than I'm learning. That might be the most important thing is like picking your tribe and picking people that that's like-minded.
Yeah.
Cause bro, that birds of a feather is the realest shit ever. That rhyme, I wasn't even trying to, but that's some real shit, bro. You pick who you're around and watch who you hang with, cause that shit rub off.
Yep.
That shit rub off. You around street shit, you gonna be around street niggas, street shit all the time. You around people that's drinking all the time, you gonna be around drinking. You around smokers, you gonna be a smoker. Like whatever you wanna do, birds of a feather, bro.
You know me, I'm always down for a little Tito Jackson.
Oh, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Tito,
ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you, everybody I'm with is. I got a super small circle. But the people I hang with and I trust, I trust in my life, trust with my money and everything. It's a small circle, bro. Yeah. And that's who you see me with. I'm just standoffish because it's like anybody else. I've been betrayed. I've been crossed. Yeah. So I just pick better friends and pick who I'm with.
When we was young, you know, middle school, high school, a couple years after high school, most of us tend to like hang with a flock of people.
Got hella friends.
Got so many friends, but like as you graduate through life, like that circle becomes a dot.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was telling my baby that she got hella friends. Hella friends. And I'm like, baby, I wasn't trying to like, rain on her parade or not. Just telling her like sometimes like when you get older, you're gonna see you probably gonna have maybe 2 or 3 true friends. You probably somebody you friends right now is probably gonna be one of your best friends for life. Mm-hmm. All of them not. No. It might not even be no beef. You might just grow apart. There's niggas I was friends with middle school that I still love to this day. We just grew apart. But I'll be trying to tell her that all the time, but that's life. And my dad used to tell me that. I was like, Dad, you talking about? These my niggas. Like, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna always be together. We're gonna live by each other, all this. I don't talk to none of them niggas. I love y'all niggas, though. Y'all know what it is. They don't talk to me either. It's all love.
Yeah.
But the niggas I talk to is the niggas I talk to. Like, me and Jody been friends since, I want to say, freshman year in high school. We just been locked in since. We ain't lived in the same city in a while, but we just stayed close.
That's crazy, right? Because for you and Jody to be so many hours away from each other,
yeah,
still
like one of my closest friends for sure.
Because I feel like when it comes to that, that's like effort.
Yeah,
like you gotta put in effort to keep relationships. You know what I mean?
That's respect too.
And I feel like having social media, like it could be like super depressing depending on how you view it or look at it. But to me, I look at it like y'all already know when I get on Instagram, y'all know when I'm on because I'm sending hella like videos. I'm trying to make y'all laugh. I'm sending stuff to like, hey, like I thought this was motivational, so I'm sending funny stuff.
Mostly funny shit, but motivational shit.
But it's just a way to like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Laugh a little bit today. Keep it going.
With us going that transition, I got a question. Yeah. Where I was saying earlier, like, does social media kill or helps creativity?
You said, does it kill?
Yeah, does it kill or help? I see both. Because sometimes, like right now, I'm like on a social media fast because I feel like I was comparing my content too much to everybody else's, and it messes up my creativity. Because I need to just, when I'm in my own little world, I do the best I can to input it out. But when I start seeing everybody else, I question what I'm doing, or should I change how I do this? I just wonder, like, it was just a question I wonder who does everybody feel like that, because we all post them.
Yeah.
From, agents to the college kids with NILs. Like, do they post for marketing?
Yeah.
Or do they feel like it's killing their creativity? Some of them might not even post at all. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that was the question that was just bothering me. Like, I wonder if everybody thinks that way.
Yeah.
With social media, like, is it?
I don't think social media, I think it's the lack of creativity on people that kill social media or heightens social media. I mean, yeah, people copy things, but that came from somewhere.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No idea.
Like it originated from somewhere. So like what's trending today ain't gonna be trending tomorrow. Somebody gonna come up with something new. So I think it just all comes back to the creative people that are involved in social media. So I understand where you coming from, where you like looking at other people's stuff and you like, oh,
like comparing too much.
Yeah. And comparison is a thief of joy.
I say that.
Absolutely.
I say that all the time.
Absolutely, bro.
I was talking to somebody and we was talking about me filming sports, and it was a kid that was like a junior, senior in high school, but he graduated. And he was like, "Man, there's so many people with cameras now. Like how do you feel about that?" And I'm like, "Shit, I love it, especially like here in Fort Wayne, because my whole goal or my thought process was, one, I knew what I wanted to do, but two, it was like, you know, going to traction, you see so many talented kids, like so many talented athletes, where it's like they go to these different schools, and when the football season start, you only could be at one game, but you got talent across the city.
Yeah.
So if we could get more people to put cameras on them, the better.
Yeah.
For like the whole algorithm of our city, because the whole goal is to like try to get as many Fort Wayne kids to the next level as possible. So that's how I always seen it. I don't see people as competition.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of people that film that's from Fort Wayne, where they'll inbox me like, "Hey, what do you think?" or "How do I do this?" or blah blah. And if I got the information, I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm 40 years old. These dudes, they like 20, 21, 22, 19. And then it's like they coming to me for advice. I'm going to give it to them, because guess what? They the next wave. Because when I'm in my 50s, 60s, I might be working for one of them. Or they may have leveled up to a point like, "Hey, like, Qual, like, I want you to be a part of something that I got going on." And I'm like, "All right, cool." But imagine if I was the old head that wasn't trying to help. It's like, man, I ain't fooling with him.
Like, man, skip that old grouchy.
I think, like, I like what you said with the no competition. Like, I think that's what kind of makes you feel like social media can kill your creativity, because you see stuff and you start competing with it.
It's competition.
There's always competition, but
not in the sense of where it becomes toxic.
That's what I was saying. Like, it can overcome you. Like, you just trying to be better than everybody instead of being a better you. I just want to beat them. I want my shit to look better than theirs. But you lose focus on what your whole goal was. That's how I get sometimes, and that's why I'm like, I gotta get the fuck off this shit. Like, cause it's me. It ain't y'all. Y'all being yourselves. I'm just like, nah. I gotta get off it for a minute.
And I feel like anytime there's competition, there's competition in everything we do. Every industry you think of, there's competition. But I think when the competition becomes toxic, and who it's coming from, that's not a reflection of you or whoever they may have that competitive, edge or competitive spite against. Like, I don't think it's a reflection of that individual. I think it's more so of they see something in that individual. They may feel like, oh, I don't have that. And I'm like, they may feel like they may lose out on something because that person is that person's in his time or in his or her time at that moment. And they're just like, you know what? Like, I don't want them to have that because I feel like I should have it. It's like I had to deal with something just recently where, and it's crazy to even think, like, I know our industry is pretty toxic, like when it comes to like.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. But
when it comes to competitiveness,
like, for sure.
Anything somebody could do to get an edge, to try to get a player or whatever, they'll do it. Even though this particular thing was done to me, like somebody is reaching out to a school, talking to a player, or talking to the school about a player I was working with and try to like undercut me. But I couldn't, at the time I was upset, but I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna front because I know like they see me coming. Like they know like I'm building relationships. They know like I'm going about it the right way. And when shit take off, because it is like they're gonna be like, I should have gave that person a shot, or I should have had a better relationship with that person instead of doing what I did.
Is it like with being a sports agent? Is it? I don't say rules, but like an unwritten code. Like if you're talking to certain players and like this is my client, for somebody to try to undercut you, or is it just like to the point where people just cutthroat? Like, hey, you talking to him, but hey, I could do this for you.
Yeah, and there's rules, and granted, I only been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, so I'm not like an expert compared to like my business partner, Javon. Like he would run a game, he would tell me about the game and whatnot. But when it comes to certain agents, like there's agents that you like really respect. Like you like, I respect his work. I respect this person's work. You could tell they working in the best interest of the player. And those are the type of agents you be like, let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even try to go on their client because I know they doing it the right way. I know they're really have that player's best interest. But then there's also some where it's like they ain't really putting in no work. They're not really. They just geeking kids up. They just hyping kids up. You know, smoking mirrors, and these kids are so impressionable where kids fall into it. Those are the type of kids. And if I know the kid, if I got a relationship with the kid, I'm definitely gonna try to save the kid from falling into that pit. And at that point, it ain't no rules. Like it is what it is, but I'm gonna save this kid from going down that.
The best interest of the kid.
Yeah, the best interest of the kid is definitely gonna trump however another agent feels about what they're doing. And it's like that in court. Like I don't like it's always in the best interest of, you know, the clients that we work with. So if another attorney is like, hey, my feelings were hurt, well, your feelings don't trump the best interest of this whoever the client is.
Is it hard to navigate that sometimes? Like say you say a kid has a certain agent or somebody talking to, and the parents might like that person, but you know what that agent is going to do with that kid, it ain't going to help them.
Yeah.
So how would you respectfully try to step in, but the parents might be like, this who we rocking with? Like, have you had to go like, has that happened to you?
Yeah, and that has happened to me. But at the end of the day, it's the player's decision. So when the player makes the decision on who they want to go with, I respect it. I respect the parents too. It is what it is.
It's that player that is his final say.
It's his final decision. I respect his decision. I respect the parents' decision. But, you know, at the end of the day, if they come back and be like, oh, we made a mistake, I'm not going to be like, ha ha, yeah, I told you. Yeah. It's going to be like, all right, you realize it was a mistake. Where can we go from here? Like, let's get homeboy back on the right track or whatnot. But yeah, even with that type of situation, I'm just like, okay, let me focus on the guys I do have. And I had to learn that because there was, you know, earlier on, I lost a couple dudes to bigger agencies. I had to second guess myself. Like, am I really cut out for this? Like, is this my thing? Because I'm not cutthroat. Like, I'm not going to go behind somebody's back.
Now you got to challenge your own morals.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's a way I could.
That could be tough.
Yeah, there's a way I can, you know, stick with my morals and my beliefs and still work with the players I need to and want to work with. So it's challenging, but, you know, I've been put through situations worse than that. So I'm just like,
you said you're only 5 years in. So
yeah, I'm only 5. I'm gonna come across more situations too. So it's just a matter of mentally being prepared for whatever's coming. I mean, I asked for it. This is what I asked for. So it's like, sure, I mean, bring whatever's coming to me.
For starters, you know, like we got special guests. He's gonna be a recurring guest on here for sure.
For sure.
DeMarkus Muhammad, a lawyer, NFL agent. It's gonna be a lot. I would say the next 5 to 10 years is gonna be, you know how like Shannon Sharp be reading. it's gonna be one of those situations. But the backstory is what I love the most. Like when you like, obviously, me and Marcus, we grew up together. When I first moved back to Fort Wayne or whatever, instantly I knew like sports was a serious thing, like, especially basketball. And then the first time I seen Marcus play basketball, it was his 6th grade year. He had the long socks on.
Yeah.
You remember that? And then
took him my whole.
it was
that's crazy.
he was at Porter's. They was playing Northwood. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was playing Northwood, and Marcus was at point guard. Like, soon as he crossed half court, he putting the shot up, shooting like Steph Curry threes,
Before
and I'm
Steph
like,
was even around.
I'm like, hold up, and like I was an instant fan. I'm like, hold up, that's my brother. Like, and then our dad sitting there like. But I didn't play basketball at the time. But let's talk about like childhood sports and childhood, and you could kind of start where you want to go. You know, what was it like for you as a kid and playing sports?
Like, I mean, I guess growing up, we obviously, like we grew up in a household full of sports. I think sports was like honestly number one priority. It felt like because it kept us out of trouble. It kept us busy and active, but dad was always just like, sports. Like he always wanted us doing something. My mom was just kind of like, it is what it is. Y'all do sports. I'll get you there, get you where you need to be. But
what was the main sports you think, y'all?
Oh, definitely football and basketball, hands down. I mean, if we could play it all year round, we would. But just growing up, that was our main thing. I remember specifically because because we weren't living together at the same time around this time, but I was like maybe about 5 or 6. But y'all used to come over on the weekends, and Dad used to have all the kids over on the weekends, which is crazy. We had some stories, but the kids just come over the weekends. But I used to remember just being in the house like during the week, and I'll be playing football like by myself, like just stuff like that, running the ball, tackling myself, like making you know how little kids is. But I used to just watch it on TV. Because my dad and them used to watch it, and they used to play Tecmo Bowl. That's when I got into
that's the game right
the
there.
Tecmo Bowl stuff. Whenever Dad left, we was on that mug. But then I remember my first football game I went to was a Metro game, and it's
as
crazy.
A player or watching?
As watching. So my dad was like, "I'm gonna take you go see your cousin play." I was like, "Shoot, bet! Like I'm gonna watch football." And ironically enough, it was the first game I watched was Jovan Barnes and Jason Barnes playing with the Omega Colts, and they play with our cousin Corey Masterson. Now Corey, like Corey, Jason, and Jovan was like the truth, like in Metro with the Colts. But my dad used to always talk about, yeah, your cousin Corey, this, your cousin. I was like, I gotta go see who this dude is. He was averaging like 4 or 5 touchdowns a game.
That's crazy.
And seeing him play, I was like, dang, like that's what I want to do. Now I wasn't as good as Corey because like with the football, because Corey was the truth.
How about what position he played?
He played running back.
Running back.
He was the truth. I played running back in Pee Wee, and then my second year of Pee Wee, I moved to quarterback because I could throw. And, if you could throw at Pee Wee, they were like, okay, that's our quarterback. You ain't even got to read no defense. As long as you can throw that mug, you could throw 30-yard incompletion. They like, that's our quarterback.
Straight up.
Right there.
There's only one route in Pee Wee. That's a go route.
Just run straight. If he can throw it to you, that's our quarterback.
Facts.
But Corey was the reason why I really loved football. He don't even know it to this day, but he was the main reason why I really loved it. But then when I got into Metro or whatnot, I just played wherever they put me. I played fullback. I just loved football. So I just played. But, then, getting into middle school, I kind of started getting into the basketball scene. and basketball was my thing.
Yeah. That became your main sport?
That became my main sport. And it's crazy how things work because, growing up, Metro, it was football was my main thing. And then middle school, it was basketball. And then when I got to high school, we went to Elmhurst. We weren't good in football. But we were terrible in football, but we were good in basketball.
Excellent basketball.
As basketball was like our thing, but if I look back on it now, I'm like, I probably would have went to Harding, honestly, because they were better in football. That was my love. But I was at Elmhurst where, no disrespect to the coaches, but we weren't Harding. Like, we weren't the other schools.
Yeah.
We didn't take a lot of pride in football. But there was players on the team who took pride in football, but as a team, we didn't take pride in football. So,
Gotcha.
But then I ended up going to Purdue. I had some schools looking at me, but just like a lot of other kids here, or just kids in general who focus on just sports and they let their grades just kind of. That was me. Like, I wasn't no dummy, but I did not like school. I liked things about school as far as socializing. I never missed school. Like you like, how is he getting C's? and
he there every day.
He there every day. It was because I didn't like what they were teaching me.
Yeah. So would you say you was in school? You went to college for sports, really? Was that your main focus then?
No. So now that you mentioned that, when I was in my junior year and senior year of high school, I went to Anthus for a half a day, and I was doing early childhood education. I was always good with kids,
that's what's up.
Always good.
That's what's up.
And then I think that's because our Granny Rose watched a ton of kids growing up. She would have.
That's how y'all know every damn.
That's how we know everybody. She would have a house full of 30, sometimes 40 kids in the house. And you like, how is this one little lady watching all these kids?
In a 300 square foot.
300 square foot.
No, it was about 1,000, but
still, it's a lot of kids, bro.
And it's crazy. It's a house on Oxford Street.
Okay.
And it's right next to Bethlehem. Had this open field, this little white house that she had all these kids in. And I think that's why I could relate to working with kids, seeing her work with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went into college, it was an early childhood education. We worked at a daycare through Catholic Charities.
That's fire.
But then when I got to Purdue, I transferred and I took a sociology class, and I just loved it because it was all about people, how people work, groups of people, different. Just different theories about how people and why people are the way they are. And I was like, shoot, I like this. And I switched my major over to law and society. And it basically was sociology classes mixed in with law. And then that was my route to.
So what year are you in college when you switched?
So I did a year and a half here. And then I transferred to Purdue in 2007.
Okay.
And did 2007 to 2011 at Purdue.
So did you always know you was going to do law school, or
no?
No.
The first time I had any interaction with anything law was 7th grade. Mr. Jackson, he used to do "You Be the Jury." It was a little game where you had the jury, you had the judge.
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah,
guys.
Come on, you guys. He was one of our man. Matter of fact, you remember I broke up with old girl doing that.
Oh yeah,
you guys, this just ain't working for me. But we played so much. Yeah, he did this "You Be the Jury" game, and it was very competitive because you had a prosecution team, a defense team, and you argued, and it was competitive. And I was like, oh, I like that.
I can see how that could be fun in the class.
Yeah, I was like, they arguing and it's like a competition to see who can convince who is guilty of what and who are not guilty. And so that was kind of my first run in. But after that, after Purdue, I went to Purdue and was going to walk on for football. I was working out and everything. I had won an award my junior year going into it was my sophomore year going into junior year.
At high school?
Yep. I was the best defensive back there. Mind you, I went to a school that didn't even win a game at that point in like 8 years or something. And they was just like, okay, he on our recruiting list. I was undersized, but I love to hit. And so at that time, Bob Sanders was the big dude at the time. And so I fell in love with Bob Sanders, and that's how my mentality was. But then when I got to Purdue, they was like, well, some of your classes didn't transfer. And, if you do walk on, you're not going to play. You're just going to be a practice guy. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. But I was like, I ain't trying to just be out there being a practice dummy or whatever. I want to play in games.
For sure.
So I just kind of just was like, I'm going to become a regular student. I could either transfer back or I could stay here at Purdue. And at the time I had a girlfriend and we was together for a couple years. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I know we've been together for some years, but I'm staying here. Like, I'm going to finish and get this Purdue degree, and I'm going to stick around the athletes and I'm going to try to pursue law school. And so that's just kind of where I knew like sports was, even in high school, middle school, like sports was always my number one thing. Like I could be in a relationship and my girl would be like, hey, let's hang out. I'm like, shit, I'm about to go shoot these hoops. Like, hey, like, we can hang out, but you got to pass me the rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things, like, I just always been like
It's
that.
always been your passion.
Yeah, it's always been my passion. Now, after I get done working out, we can hang out or whatever, but that's just always been me. Even not to this day, I got a lot better at that. But, it was just, I just always had that passion and that knack for sports. And then, after Purdue, I took a couple years off and I was coaching football at Summit Middle School.
Okay, so
I was working at the Y. And then I was like, I'm about to make the jump and go to law school. I was working 3 jobs.
Damn.
I was working at House of Hoops, Summit Middle School. Shoot, actually, I think I had more jobs than that. Jurgensen YMCA, I would go like ref and do stuff there. But then I was also working at Crossroad, like in 2013, 2014, before I went off to law school. And then, once law school hit,
what was that like?
A lot of people didn't see me because I was at law school just grinding away.
Law school sounds scary.
Man, it's like I went away for doing some time. I was doing some time, dog. Like,
So
didn't nobody
when you-
really see me.
So when you got there, was it like, all right, how long was you in law school where you decided like I'm gonna be a sports agent?
Oh, I knew going right in. I knew going into
That
law
was the
school.
goal?
Yep. Actually, it's funny because I see Mr. Parker, Eugene Parker, on the wall, and I remember going through the Elmhurst walkthrough when Elmhurst closed, and him and his wife at the time were walking through, and he was like, "Hey, Mr. Muhammad," like, "Hey," and that's one thing about Mr. Parker was he made everybody feel like they was somebody. So the fact that like I bumped into him a couple times before, like I knew his sons.
Yeah, I know a few of them. Yeah.
He didn't really know me, but he knew of me, and he knew he knew our dad, and he knew Marquel because he coached Marquel. But like the fact that he was like, "Hey, like how you doing?" talking to me, I was like, "Dang, that's a huge." He didn't he's big time.
Eugene Parker is the GOAT
of agents. Like I put him, he's up here.
I never met him, but I've been to that house.
Yeah, he's
I was like, I didn't even know that was in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro.
He just had a knack of making people feel like they were seen and heard and made them feel like they were somebody.
That's fine.
And so
never heard any bad thing about him.
Never.
Like nothing bad about that man.
Like,
even when he was here, I didn't hear nobody talk bad on him. Like,
he's part of the reason why that I pursued law school, because at that walkthrough, he said, "Hey, asked me what I was doing myself." I said, "I'm thinking about doing this." I said, "I'm thinking about law school." He's like, "Go to law school." He said, "That's going to help you out in the long run." He said, trust me, you should go to law school. He said, I think you fit for that. And I was like, that hearing it from him, like I hear it from my siblings, I hear it from my dad, my mom. You hear it from the ones you love in your family. But it's a little different coming from
every time
somebody who is like at the highest of the high in his industry. Like, it was just different. And at that time I was like, there's like three people who really, their interactions I really remember like fluidly. And it was Mr. Parker, it was my 10th grade teacher, Miss Banks. Miss Banks. Dolores Banks was my she listened.
What you said? Okay.
She had a little afro. But she was thinning. She was an older lady, but she was one who, she was just always, not always on me, but she was like, you different.
She saw something in you.
She saw something in me that it was like, hey, you're a different breed. That's why I'm gonna hold you tight. Like, and I remember it was her, Mr. Parker, and then it was my guidance counselor. At the time, she was like, obviously I was a decent athlete, and my grades weren't really up to par with where they needed to be. She was just like, you're not gonna succeed. And it was a Black lady. So it hit me a little different hearing it from my guidance counselor, who is Black, who I thought would be like, hey, encourage me.
Yeah.
And it kind of hit me because she was like, you won't succeed. You won't do this unless you're doing sports. Just made it seem like I didn't have what I needed to get to the next level or to be successful in life, period. And so I remember having a conversation with Miss Banks. She could feel my energy was off. And she was just like, what's wrong with you, Mr. Muhammad? She's like, do you want to talk about anything? And I was like, nah, not really. Like, I was trying to play it off, like, because, growing up in the house with our dad, you can't be soft. Like, that's just the way it was. So I was like, no, I'm cool, blah, blah, blah. The period go by, another period go by, and then after school, she pulled me aside. She's like, something's going on. Like, just let me know. So we talking. I let her know what Miss Lee Brown said. And she's like, listen, she said, I don't care what she told you. Like, she don't determine your outcome. She wanted to determine your success. She said, it's all up to you. She said, I see something totally different than what she sees. And she was like, you need to, just let it go. Do what you need to do. And then I think from that day on, because it was my senior year, I think from that day on, I just had this different mindset of like, you know what? Like, if she see that in me, I need to see it in myself. Like, and then I just progressed and started moving a little differently. Definitely after I graduated. But that interaction was something that just stuck with me I remember graduating from law school and I was like, I just need to find Miss Banks. Like, I wasn't trying to find nobody else.
Yeah.
Miss Banks was who I needed to find because she was just that one who,
she saw it in you.
Just that conversation, it just carried me through so much other stuff. Like, no matter when I was like down and out or whatever, but Miss Banks, her conversation was just like, she's like, I think you could go. And that was another reason why I went to Purdue. She's like, I think you could go, because her daughter went to Purdue. And she's like, I think you could go to Purdue and I think you graduate. I think you could do this. And I was like, shit, I'm about to do everything Miss Banks said she think I could do and more. And so
shout out Miss Banks.
Yeah, shout out Miss Banks, because she was a real one. She pulled me to the side. I remember everybody getting their acceptance letters from college. And I was just like, well, dang, I ain't got none yet. I had to start off here, go to Ivy Tech, and then transfer to Purdue because I put myself in that situation my freshman, sophomore year, dicking around in class. And I remember the day people was just like bragging, like, oh, I'm going Ball State. I'm going here. I'm going here. And trying to, make you feel some type of way. And I was still happy for them. Oh, that's what's up. Like, shit, I'll come and visit you. Like, blah, blah, blah. Well, where are you going? Where you know how people get, where are you going? I was like, man, I don't know yet. I'm still waiting. I remember that day I was like, I'm gonna be more successful than all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Kind of remind me of that Drake line where he said something like he should make them
all them walk through security clearance.
Yeah.
That line always stuck with me, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all shitted on me.
That's how I felt at that time. I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, they starting off here, but we gonna see. And I don't mean to, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 people like in my class where I could just say like, y'all doing what y'all said y'all was gonna do. And
it's dope you used it for motivation.
Yeah.
Like you didn't, and it sounded to me like you knew what you want to do and wasn't nothing getting in your way. They were just hurdles.
Yeah. And it was just me tapping into, man, you need to buckle down and do what you need to do. There's a couple other situations where I was just like, I need to, where there were like turning points, or there were like, you know, you needed this to happen.
Like guidance.
Yeah, it was like redirection. Like you need this to happen in order for you to get to where, when I got arrested, when I got stabbed, definitely after I got arrested. When I got stabbed, that was one thing. But when I got arrested at 19 and I saw my mom cry, and then I knew it was because even though the guy that I hit said some words to me, I still reacted in a way I could only control.
You put yourself there. Yeah.
Put myself in the situation. After that, I was like, okay, like it's time for me to, and then I transferred to Purdue, and then everybody was like, this dude at Purdue, like where he at? Like we didn't know he was going there. And then everybody was cool with me. And they was like, this nigga, he don't got no mean streak in him no more. I'm like,
when I think of you, I think about Eugene, because from Fort Wayne,
Elmhurst, Purdue, like all y'all.
He went to Concordia, right?
Oh, Eugene went. Yeah, he went. I didn't know. I thought
his wife went to Elmhurst.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then went to Purdue, and then y'all went to the same law school, right?
Yep, same law school.
And Eugene hooped, right?
Yeah.
And
Eugene was a hooper. He was legit though.
Yeah.
He was.
If y'all see me pointing, it's because it's a picture of Eugene. I keep going like this when I say Eugene. They probably like, "What is he? Is Eugene there?"
Yeah,
in spirit. So
I went to his funeral. And, like, first time that I like ever cried in public.
Yeah.
You know, like Deion Sanders was talking, and I'm like, this dude can be a pastor.
Yeah.
I remember that day. I didn't know Eugene. I wasn't at the funeral, of course, but I remember that day, and everybody was like, Prime here. It's like Deion here, because I'm like, that's crazy. That's when I'm like, Deion in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, and I parked next to Devin Hester. Like literally, he parked in his black car. Then I parked right next to him, not even knowing. And then it was like, man, I don't really want to get out.
Yeah.
And I was getting out. He was getting out. I was with Brittany at the time. She got out. And I looked at Brittany. I'm like, that's Devin Hester. And then he said what up to me. And he was teary-eyed. And then we all walked in there at the same time. And then I ended up seeing like Brandon Parker afterwards. But yeah, that was a sad time.
Yeah.
Because like we literally lost a legend. Where I felt like if Eugene was still alive today, that like Fort Wayne sports would be,
especially with these NILs and stuff. I wonder
these kids will be
it'll
be much more structured, I think. Because now right now it's kind of all over the place, but thankfully, like, the things that Javon is doing behind the scenes and that we're working on is we're trying to take care of home first, pretty much. Take care of the guys here.
You and Javon relationship, why you chose to work with Javon and that loyalty within that relationship, and then, talk about the new agency that y'all are building up.
Yeah, so with Javon, obviously we've known Javon for years. I mean, we watched him play in high school at Bishop Lures, and he watched us in high school as young ones. But when I got certified as an agent in 2021, Javon and Austin Parker were like two of the first to reach out to me and be like, congratulations. Even before I took the exam, it was really Austin who was like, hey, man, hey, I took the exam. He was certified before me. It was crazy how that whole thing happened because I passed the bar and then was studying for the NFL agent exam. Austin passed the NFL agent exam and then was studying for the bar.
Okay.
So when I passed the bar and was getting ready to prepare for the NFL agent exam, Austin reached out to me and was like, hey, I see you about to prepare for the exam. Here's some tips. This is what you can work on. And then vice versa, when Austin was preparing for the bar exam, I sent him some. I was like, hey, this is some stuff you can work on, with the essays or whatnot. This is the bar prep company I went through, blah, blah, blah. And so that's how me and Austin kind of linked up. But with Jovan, he reached out, obviously after I got certified.
Mm-hmm.
And Jovan reached out to me years prior to that when I was in law school, because I think he was looking to get his master's or go to law school. And he was just asking me about law school, how it is. And, I was giving him, what it's like. And I was like, it's really about 3 years. He's like, I ain't got time for that. So he, he did his thing.
So to be an agent, you don't have to go to law school?
No, sir. You just have to have some kind of master's degree post.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, post like some graduate degree. And that's what he did. But, I always respected like how he moves.
Yeah.
And when I got certified, he was like, I'll take you under my wings. His dad reached out, Rose reached out, was like, hey, we'll take you under our wings, teach you the game. We want to help dudes out from Fort Wayne. And
that's fire.
Once that conversation was had, I was kind of like, okay, I feel comfortable. It took me a little bit to kind of be like, this is the players I want to go after. Like, how can we get
Is that when it felt like I'm really doing this?
To be honest with you, it was like, I can't believe I'm doing what I said I was going to do.
Facts. Yeah.
It was like, I can't believe. I still had to get over receiving like the agent exam stuff. I will say I took the bar exam like 3 times. Like the first 2 times I was a few points off.
Mm-hmm.
So when I passed it the last go around, the 3rd time, I was just a loss of words, but I was just, Marquel was one of the first ones reached out.
I know that feeling had to be crazy.
The girl I was talking to at the time, we went to law school together, and she reached out to me because she knew like how much I was putting in.
No, for sure.
And
she
then
saw
obviously,
it.
yeah, and then my parents. But when I passed the agent exam, it was kind of like I knew I would pass the exam because nothing was tougher than the bar exam. And so I was already in study mode. But when Jovan was like, congrats, bro, like, hey, let's get to work, man. I'm bringing you under my wing, blah, blah, blah.
I had to feel.
It felt good because I was getting like these dudes who in our community, everybody see them as the agents. And now they're like, hey, we want to help you out. Like, and I know there's been other people that have reached out to him, was like, hey, can we get your help? And they was like, yeah, but they didn't really vibe with them. But me and Jovan, for whatever, we have our thing where we don't talk on the phone for long periods of time, but we get our information across to each other like we need to. And, it's like a little brother, big brother.
You can't really explain chemistry sometimes.
Yeah.
It just...
Yeah, he's very, very knowledgeable on contracts. Like, the dude could sit down and talk hours and hours about contracts. And just seeing how, like, excited he is about talking about that, I'm like, he really loves what he does. Yeah. Some people will talk to you about what they do, and they're like, oh, well, I don't like that. I don't, and they don't really love what they do, but, like, he loves what he does, and he loves teaching it. And then me, on the other hand, I love it too. And so we just sharing a passion for contracts and helping athletes. It was just right. And then, we were at ISC in the beginning. Jovan was obviously there longer than I was. And I was only independent contractor through ISC.
Where's that at? Is that here?
No, it's so the football operations is here because Roosevelt Barnes and Javon was running the football department.
Okay.
But then Javon had a opportunity to, join another agency. Something, how the business is, like some businesses dissolve or merge with another agency. Javon felt like, and this is where I gained a lot of respect for Javon, because he could have easily been like, I'm gonna go over, we're gonna merge with this other company, you're gonna be left out. So you gotta go on your own. But he saw something that said, if we merge with this company, that could possibly leave DeMarkus out, because unless he brings in some of the guys I'm working with now. And even then, if I was to bring in some of the guys I'm working with now with the agency, they could say, these are guys now. Farewell.
Just see you later.
Like, yeah. And so Javon saw that, and he knows how the business works. He was like, I'm going to get over here with these dudes. I'm going to run the football operations. I'm going to bring you over with me. Let's work on taking care of, the guys here in Fort Wayne, the home team first, and then, do what we need to do. And that's what he did. And I can say that, everything he's said to me, he's always been real. Like, even if it's something I don't want to hear, he was like, hey, I know you ain't gonna want to hear this, but I gotta be honest with you. This ain't gonna look like, this may not work out like you think it would. And I always respected it, and I had no choice but to respect it.
Yeah.
But that let me know, like, the relationship is real.
I was about to say, it's a real deal.
And he want to help. And so, like, it's hard for you to turn down some real help. Definitely in the agent world, because it's very cutthroat. Our relationship is doing nothing but getting stronger. And I just know he has, good intentions when it comes to these players. And I have great intentions and good intentions as well. We both have great intentions for the guys that we work with.
Yeah.
And one thing that stood out, and why I was like, I need to stick with Javon is, he had a player that he represented, and as well as I do, like, the player he represented got into some trouble years ago, where he got in an accident and he killed a lady. Henry Ruggs.
Okay. Yeah.
And I saw how Javon handled that situation, or how he navigated that situation with Henry. And, any other agent could have been like, I ain't making no money off this dude. He on his own. Let him deal with his own court case or whatnot. But Javon was, attended trials. He attended hearings. He flew out to Las Vegas to see him in jail. Just things like that, and not even making money off of him.
Yeah, it's not like he's treating him like a human first instead of just a check.
Yeah.
Human,
like family.
Right.
Caring about the person.
Yeah. It's a transformational relationship, and it's not all transactions when it came to him. And seeing how he moved off of that, I was just like, that's the type of agent I want to be. Like, that's what I want to be. That's how I want to be with my players. I don't want it to be just, let me get this money up off you, and then you do whatever you need to do. Like, I want my players to succeed. I want them to be, have the right team around them to help them grow, like, just mentally, because they encounter more stuff than the average person.
Absolutely.
So
how many players do you have now?
So I'm working with, and a lot of the guys that I'm working with are college guys. I would say, I got to keep track now.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it's crazy how things work.
Man.
I would say about 7 players right now.
Oh, that's fine.
That I'm working with. And it's only getting,
getting bigger.
It's only getting bigger. But I'm working with 7 players, and just having the right team around Javon has definitely been like a big help as far as my growth throughout these 5 years.
So what you said 7 players, right? So that's 7 different personalities.
7 different personalities.
Just upbringings, just everything.
needs
Yeah.
and
So
wants.
what do you?
How do you balance
Yeah,
that?
how can you?
And it's the balance part is what I'm learning now. Now there's a couple players I talk to more than others because
Yeah, for
of
sure.
they may reach out to me like, hey, can you check in on this? Can you check in on that? And that's my duties, and I'm cool with doing that. But what I do, and it's kind of I tap in with them for instance, I'll tap in with each player like once or twice a month or something. Just hey, how you doing? How things going? Just tap in to see how they doing. Some more than others, but I'll always try to make sure I reach out to all the guys. Right now, it's a busy time for them because they're in spring ball. They're getting spring workouts, getting ready for their spring game. Yeah, which is
Can't wait.
I know. Obviously, there's one player that I'll probably tap into like every week because he's getting a lot more deals because of what he did last year. And I mean, we just making sure we have our ducks in a row. So we tap in like that, but also checking on everybody else just to see how they're doing and making sure I keep them abreast of what our agency is doing for them, so we can help them earn some
That
money.
maybe I was just thinking about that too when you said them getting a lot of deals. Like, what
Mhm.
would you feel? I mean, you don't have to put their numbers out like the NIL deals or nothing, but how would you tell a kid that this school might be giving you whatever, bigger money, but this school might be better for your talent and what you're trying to do? Like, how can
Yeah.
you?
That's a great question
Yeah.
because, like, me at 18, 19,
What,
20,
bro?
it's like,
I'm like, why wouldn't I go here if they gonna give me more money?
Yeah.
You like, that's not gonna work. Like, why wouldn't it work?
Work,
If they
yeah.
offering me both big money, they just offering more.
Yeah.
Like, how can you? That has to be. It has to be kind of tough with your job trying to explain
Yeah.
to because they're still teenagers or maybe early, about to be 20 maybe. So it's
Right.
like,
And it's always so there's a blessing and a curse with the NIL. I love the fact that the athletes are getting paid. I think they should get paid
me too.
because these schools make so much money. They have been throughout the years off of these players. In fact, sometimes the school enrollment or the applications that come in is usually based off how good a school does athletically. Like
Sports is everything.
sports is everything. Like for instance, I forget how long ago, but Florida Gulf Coastal in the March Madness tournament, they made a run, maybe to the Final Four.
Yeah.
I think they was calling themselves Lob City or something like that. And their admissions and their application process jumped like 20, 30 some percent. It was something crazy based off what they did in the March Madness tournament.
Crazy.
But to go back to your question, it just depends on the player. I will say some players, and I look at like the player as a whole, like their background, where they come from, like their upbringing, in order to help make a decision. And me as an agent, my job pretty much is to bring information to the players and help them make the best decision based off the information I'm given, pros and cons of each school, the situation. And luckily, thankfully, I got my brother who is big in the recruiting. He knows like what schools look for. He knows these coaches. He knows what would be beneficial to a player versus what wouldn't. So that helps me out a lot. Some players could go into a situation and they could earn a lot of money and be cool with like just like grinding up and maybe not starting right away, but they got that grit and that grind to be like, all right, next year, my second year, I'm gonna be starting, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then there's other players where you have to be mindful, like, yeah, these schools are throwing money out to you, but is that the best situation for you? You may need more things off the field.
Absolutely.
Because, there's going to be players who take less money to go to a school where they have more resources off the field. I actually had to deal with something similar, but when I talk to GMs, I'll ask certain questions when it comes to certain players. Like, do you have this available for this player? I also look at like, therapy. I look at what kind of resources they have that maybe can benefit the family, and not just like monetarily, like even with financial advisors too. I do that. Like, can y'all educate this family on finances when this player is at school or doing something like that? Is there a way y'all can meet? Because I think when it's all said and done, players need to be able to make the decisions on their own. When they're done playing football, they need to be set up in a way where they could be like, I don't need to call my agent for everything. And so we look at all that.
So with them getting like these big numbers, like these kids 5 stars coming out of high school getting this big money. As a kid you represent, like what's the smartest thing you've seen a kid do with their money? That maybe you gave them the advice or maybe you didn't. Did they like shock you like, oh, I can't believe you even want to do that? Or do you feel like you had to guide every kid with their money? Or is it I mean, you can say his name or not, but is it one that stood out to you? Like I like the way he did that with his bread.
With my guys in particular, they are getting LLCs, which helps out a lot.
Smart.
And S corp through the tax it helps for tax purposes. So they are doing that. And
that's a lot of money.
It is, and they're receiving a good amount of money, and it's only going to grow. So, I think my players have been smart about that, and I even had a player reach out to me and say, "Hey, you guys got any financial advisors?" Smart. And I'm like, "Yeah, we could connect you with a few. Just let them pitch. Show you what they could do. You make your decision."
That's smart because I just think my perspective come out of high school with that money. First, you think I'm about to get this bread,
yeah,
and you're just gonna have it in your damn checking account. You don't be thinking how to make more money for yourself or to save, and then you might have family asking you for stuff, or you want to take care of your moms, your pops, your brother, your homies that's with you. I just always like, how do they navigate that, bro? Yeah. And for you to be that for them is like, I can understand how that could be tough. Like,
and see, with what I do, my job obviously is to help them make the right decisions. But my job is to help them earn a lot, earn their max potential. But I tell them, like, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a CP. I'm not a CPA, but I can connect you with
to the right people
to help you save that money or invest it in the right things. Because
will that help with the next level too? Because I'm sure they're trying to go to the NFL and that's more money.
Yep.
They kind of have like a head start with how to do their money.
Yeah, and they have a head start. They'll be educated. And what we do as well, because we delegate that to the CPAs, financial advisors, but we also educate our players on just the contracts we negotiate for them and what they're signing, because we have to do that. We don't have to, but it's smart for an agent to,
so they understand
let them know what they're signing at the next level. A lot of kids see the dollar signs and they think like,
straight up,
oh, I'm getting this, and I'm like, bro, you understand, like, these bonuses, if you miss like 2 or 3 workouts, you're not getting that bonus money.
It'd be like that.
It'd be stuff like that in the contracts that they don't understand.
That's crazy.
And we got to break that down to them. And some agents don't do that. Some just like, oh, this is what you're getting. Let me get my 3%. You going about your business, not really educating them or empowering them on what they're signing. So that's why you see a lot of guys miss out on a lot of money because they're not educated on what they're signing.
Because that makes sense. Because like recently, like Deion Sanders came out with like this fine list. If you late, if you miss class, like if you,
I saw. Then he said you can't wear no hoodie from your old school or something. Like that's tough.
And I know he been getting criticism for it, but I like the idea that
I like the structure of it.
The structure, I mean, and he's preparing them for the next level because they do stuff like that. Like, I remember Javon was telling me about a player who, and I don't know the player's name, but he was telling me about a player that had a workout bonus, and the guy had to attend like 95% of the workouts. I think it was like maybe a $500,000 bonus. And the dude showed up to every single workout. He may have missed one or two, but he thought he was above 95%, but like a few workouts he was like 2 or 3 minutes late. And they counted it against him.
Lord.
And so that right there he did not meet the threshold of the 95%. And so he missed out on like $500,000. It'd be stuff like that we try to educate our dudes, like, hey man, get to class on time. Like, make sure you get to workouts on time. Make sure you do this, because some schools may start doing that, like putting it in the contract. Some probably have. Like, if you miss school, if you miss this amount of classes, we're gonna take this much. Dion doing that, and I think what he's doing is setting them up for those guys who,
like, even if they don't make it to the NFL, they're still setting them up for like success, like in the professional world, because like any job you have, like you keep being late if you want to,
yeah,
you're gonna be fired. So, and then it's like the type of money that these athletes making, and I don't even care that they're college kids, because I used to debate people years ago that college kids should get paid because of
they're bringing in too much money.
Like, we'll try to reach out to Dre. Dre busy. Like, he playing football for IU, and Dre like, man, I gotta get up like 4 in the morning, and then it's 11 o'clock at night. He just now getting home.
I ain't getting paid.
Like, dude,
trying to get to the next level to get paid.
Matter of fact, one of my players that I was working with, I was in court, and he had called me. I called him back, and he was like, I'll call you in a bit. And I had texted him. I said, hey, just hit me back whenever then it was like maybe 10:30. He said, man, I'm gonna try to call you tomorrow. I was in tutoring. And he's like, I gotta be up for this 5 o'clock workout. And I was just like, bro, just call me on the weekend, bro. If it ain't an emergency, just call me on the weekend. I'll get it figured out or whatever. But they make a lot of money off these kids.
Imagine being Dre. You getting up 4 or 5 in the morning for a workout, playing for IU, and they was trash.
At that, yeah.
And you still gotta do schoolwork. Like, that's just a lot on a kid, bro. That's a lot. So with that, you were just talking about how like they getting all this money, some that might not even make it to the league. How can you? Do you think the NILs could take away from a player's hunger? Like some dudes in the pros that wasn't getting NILs yet, they just was like, I'm trying to get to this bag.
Yeah. In my mind, this is me. Like, if you're paying me, because let's be honest, not every player in college is making that type of money. So, like, if you blessed to go to a certain type of school and be in a certain type of position to get paid a lot, like, if they pay me this in college, I'm trying to get to the league for sure.
Yeah.
Because the reality of it is, like, whether you make it to the league or not, you're probably not going to make that type of money getting a regular job somewhere, even with a college degree.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I feel like, with Dion, with the rules and like finding, like, kids need to know, like, these young dudes need to know the value of money, the value of time, the value of effort. So it's more principle than anything. And then I read a comment. I'm always in the comment section. Like,
I do this.
I read a comment where, a couple people were like, well, it's kind of convenient of Dion coming up with these rules now that his son's not playing. But I'm like, Dion is the same coach that suspended Shiloh from the championship game because he was a couple minutes late to a meeting.
Yep.
So it's
They
like
forget that though. It's just
Yeah,
hate. Like
yeah.
it's just hate. Like, come on, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and no matter what that family does, they gonna
It's
receive
they gonna
hate.
find something else that they ain't doing right every time.
And I don't get it. It's like when you successful, like, or you on your way to success and you got confidence and you walk and talk with a certain type of swagger. It's like, why people hate on that?
I didn't ever got the Shador hate. Like, this boy don't need to play. He's like born rich.
Yeah.
So it ain't just about money with him. He
Yeah.
really wants to do this. Like, but people still like they hate him. I don't get it.
I mean, but some people value the money, the materialistic stuff,
Yeah.
more than anything. And it's like, why do like you said earlier, it's like, why do they have that and not me?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have
that. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
but
reality
hey.
of it, man, your dad won Deion Sanders. And then
who's prime, bro? It's only one prime, bro.
Yeah.
And then naturally, like, I feel like when I look at our family, our situation, you know, our family, the Sanders family, even I'm going to go and say, like, the Jackson 5, you know what I mean? And it's like, you born into this, and it's like, and you can't help that you born into this. So I just know, like, you gonna experience, you know, the hate. Dre gonna experience that hate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna experience it, and like Dad went through his rounds, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, we got to stay true to like who we are and our purpose, and everything gonna be all right.
You know what's crazy is Eugene is the one who got Dre over to the Raiders. He was helping Dre out.
Yeah, he was Dre
agent. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy, bro. That's
Like,
full circle. Like, that's crazy.
I remember taking Dre to the airport in Indy. I was working at House of Hoops, and he called me, and he was like, "Hey, like I was working. I was like just started my shift at House of Hoops, and he called me. He was like, matter of fact, Sean Bodie was working with me at House of Hoops, and he was like, Drake called me. He's like, "Hey, you think you take me to the airport?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking Fort Wayne Airport."
yeah.
And I was like, "What time you got to be there?" He said, "I got to be there in about like 3 hours." I said, "Okay." He's like, "But I got to go to Indy." I was like, he said, "The Raiders call." I said, "Nigga, let's go." Shit. Hey, let's go. And that was the Raiders my team.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Raiders
Raiders
my
squad
team.
too.
Like,
Yeah, Raiders my squad. And so I was like,
say less.
So I just remember like, you know, that day, that whole day was funny because I was like, shit, let's go. And I told Bodie and them, I was like, hey, bro, I'm out. Like, clock me out. It's like, where you going? I said, my brother just got a call from the Raiders.
yeah.
He asked me to take him to the airport. And then the managers was like, go, get the hell out of here. Go,
That's what's
go.
up. That's
Like,
what's
go.
up. That's what's up.
And the funniest thing about that whole situation was my mom called. She called me later that day. She said, tell me why your grandpa quit his job.
Hey, my grandson in the NFL, I'm out of here.
Before he even stepped foot in Napa, she said, hey, he quit his job.
Oh, we made it. We made it.
Talking about his grandson with the Raiders.
That's hilarious.
Grandpa said,
Out of here.
I don't need much. Just, hey, I don't need much.
No, he a funny dude.
Man,
That's
I remember
crazy.
that time too, because, you know, that's back when I used to like to go to the club every other weekend. Go to the club, everybody in there like, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't did nothing. No, I'm like, your brother Dre with the Raiders. I'm like, yeah. I text Dre. I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I text Dre. I'm like, man, you know how many chicks I got off the hard work you put in?
Appreciate you on it. On the hard work.
Like, it was like you had to do all of that conditioning and stuff. Nigga. I was just your big brother.
He out there running 40s and stuff. Marco's like, shit, you can run
Just
all the
said
40s
he getting
you
up
want.
at. You said he getting up at 4 a.m. to train and shit. That's crazy.
He getting up 4 a.m. to train.
You leaving the club?
I'm leaving the club. Dang.
Crazy.
That was a time.
I was so happy for Dre. And even to this day, like, we have these small town debates on like who was the best football players and stuff like that. And, people always say that I'm biased. Yeah, I bring up James a lot. In my opinion, Dre was one of the best football players in the city, like ever.
I seen in high school. I seen what Harding did to Wayne.
I just feel like if Dre had a Dre career.
Oh man, there ain't no bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't think these kids really understand how blessed they are to have a Dre.
Yeah.
Like to have the opportunities they got. Like crazy, man.
And then I'm seeing just seeing how he worked with the guys. And sometimes I just catch myself just going up there, just watching how he communicate things to them when they're working out and how to go about just the little details about playing receiver. And I'm just sitting there like, dang. And sometimes I get inspired. I'm like, man, let me go look at these contracts and shit. It's just stuff like that. We feed off of each other.
Absolutely.
Because, not only that, but, there's a lot of different things. I remember when Marquel left and was like, I quit. I was like, damn, this nigga you just quit? Like, you just quit? And he was like,
left me hanging. I'm looking at him like,
yeah,
I still got to clock in.
Yeah, it was like, he was like, man, I'm about to do this film stuff. He said, I'm about to start filming. I was like, shit, you better than me, bro. But then I started seeing, I was like, okay. Because it's not like, because obviously he doing it, so it's in him to do it. But that's the way we was like brought up. Like our dad quit working at the No House and was like, I'm about to start my own group home. Like he learned the group home stuff, and then he was like, I'm about to start my own.
That's dope.
So then when you did it, I was like, damn, like, and then when Dre did it, I was like, okay. But then I was working with the city, I think, at the time Marquel had, at the time I was working with the city, and I was like, man, I want to quit this job because I just wasn't passionate about it. I would go to work, I'd be miserable. I'd be like, man, I don't really like this. This was while I was studying for the third bar exam. And I was like, I'm not really feeling this. And then I just remember it was one Friday, I was like, I'm about to quit. I was like, I'm about to just crack down, pass this bar exam, pass the agent exam. And I remember that Monday, I sent them my resignation letter. And they was like, dang, like, this dude quitting. And then I passed the bar, and then I passed but it was because Marquel was like, hey, he was like, shoot, you could do it because you could do it because I'm doing it. Like, and we came from the same household and saw dad do it. And I was just like,
that's what's so dope. When I went to Notre Dame with y'all to the game, just seeing how y'all treating the kids, and I'm like, man, this is so dope. It was like the red carpet treatment. I'm like, y'all just treating it like, I'm like, this is what they do. These niggas is. I'm in here like, bro, we on the field. I'm like, that's Jerome Bettis, bro. That's Plexico. And I'm looking at Dre just doing his thing. I'm like, we can eat all this food, like, bro. I'm just like, bro, I just love what y'all doing with the kids, bro. Like to see. They kind of lead to my last question because it's like y'all got the bases covered. Sports agent, contract, bro, your other brother, Nakia, y'all both train them, Dre and Nakia.
I always say like Nakia. I call him Shug.
Shug?
Shug.
Nakia the oldest, really.
Real talk? The baby the oldest?
Nakia the oldest out of all of us.
But I feel like Nakia, he a mixture of all of us, to be honest. And then
that's for being a baby though. He kind of seen all his that's fire.
Because I feel like obviously Nakia, he trained, right? But I feel like Nakia gonna follow Marcus' footsteps.
Yeah.
Like
that's even better though.
Because Nakia is like Nakia is like very business oriented, and like he's smart as a whip.
Yeah,
and you be like, how the hell does this nigga think of this?
Smart and strong.
And but it's crazy because like all of my siblings have something. Like everybody knows about Dre being in the NFL, but Dre wasn't even the best athlete.
Y'all always say that, yeah.
Kareem was the best athlete out of all of us. And this Negro could run a cross country meet, go hoop, and catch passes and run routes all in a day and be like, shit.
Y'all trying to do something else?
Yeah, and I'd be like, this.
I know he's a freak of nature. We went to
play this 2K.
Yeah.
We went to work out with him when I first met him. This nigga just doing slow pull-ups, super slow. He's not even sweating. I'm like, what is this dude on, bro? I'm like, this dude is different.
The crazy thing about, and I always tell people this about Kareem, my senior year, I played quarterback for a couple games because our quarterback got hurt. And in 2 games, I probably threw 4 passes because I was like, either handoff or I'm running this mug. But the 4 passes I threw was all to Kareem. And I remember
he only throwing it to his brother.
Yeah. I was like, because he the only one I know gonna go up there and at least try to get it.
He gonna do what I need done.
And I remember I threw an interception. Kareem went up for a pass with another dude. The dude actually intercepted the ball. But somehow, some way, they was like, first down. I was like, how the hell did this nigga get the ball? And he had the ball. He was like this. And then later on that year, he played basketball. And he was playing JV. And we played in South Bend Adams. And I remember it was a hostile game because South Bend just rough. Like South Bend, Washington, and Adams was just rough. We was playing. Kareem was playing in the JV game. He was D'ing boys up. Like, they won the JV game. And then I think he had a dunk, maybe a dunk or 2 in the JV game. So Coach Edmonds was like, shit, he got to play varsity this game. And so whoever was supposed to dress varsity, they told him, you not dressing varsity. Damn. Kareem dressing varsity.
Took his spot.
Kareem came into the game. He probably had a couple steals. He wasn't even looking to score. He was like, just let me play defense, get some steals, and pass to Marcus, Josh, or Allen, or whoever was the scorers. And we won. And Coach Ed was like, I might have to put Kareem on varsity. You know, he might have to just play varsity. And I was like, shit, he should have been playing varsity. You know, that Monday we get into practice, it was like, where Kareem at? They was like, that quit.
Damn, just
done? The night of his life.
The night of his life.
And
quit.
Crazy.
And I was like, dang. But like, we all have like sports, like, and like, it's just in us. Mm-hmm. Like because I used to coach Indy Heat. And how I even got into Indy Heat was because our sister Tara and her son BJ, our nephew, was playing. He was about 3rd, 4th grade, and I was just going up there watching practices.
So was y'all sisters athletic as well, or were they in the sports?
They all play sports.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they might be more competitive than we are.
That's crazy.
Like
yeah,
trust me. Like,
that's crazy.
And Tara, I was helping BJ, or I was going up to his practices watching them, and then one of the coaches, Coach Quarles, Jared, and Mark Burks, who was the Indy Heat director, they was like, you want to coach, man? You want to help coach your nephew? So I was like, shoot, I'm always here at practice anyway. And I at the time, Tara was working. Sometimes she will work because she was a single parent here. And then she would have me take BJ to practices and just pick him up. So I'll just take him to practice or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, I started coaching then. And then Coach Quarles and Mark Burks was like, man, you ever thought of me and Mark Burks, which is crazy. Mark was at Notre Dame. He came to Notre Dame with us.
Okay.
The bald head guy.
You remember he was in the car.
He was in the car with us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He worked for the NCAA now.
Okay, I got you.
So we worked together at Metro. We was investigators at Metro.
Y'all been okay, cool.
And he was like, hey man, you want to coach, the EYBL? And I was like, the 8th grade group? And I was like, yeah, bet. I mean, I'm cool coaching. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how things work because that was my second time coaching outside coaching my nephew. But my sister got me involved. And then they asked me, could I help with the middle school group, the top 8th grade group? And I was like, cool, I'm cool to help out. Come to find out, I was coaching Tay Johnson.
Oh, crazy.
And so that's how I started coaching Tay, Johnny, Trent Sicily, who plays at IU.
Yeah,
Trent Noah.
We need Trent on the pod.
Yeah, we get his dad too, Matt.
Yeah, let's bring him.
Get them on. But that's how I started coaching Trent Noah. He's at Kentucky. KJ Wyndham was on our team. He plays at Northwestern.
They hoop at
they
these
all
schools?
Hoop.
Okay.
They all hoop. Tay is the only one that doesn't hoop.
Tay was like the number one player in the state.
Tay was number one player in the state.
So he liked that hoop too.
I think he was in football and basketball.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And so that's how I got introduced to Tay. And he was already kind of training with Dre. I think Dre had already.
So y'all seen this dude from a kid to a young man for sure, all the way.
Yeah, him and his brother Brayshawn and Brayvon.
Yeah, twins, right?
The twins, yep.
They was older, right? I think they was older.
Like
older.
Okay. Yeah. So like that's how my sister actually got me involved. But then our oldest sister, Kiana, is like her family is super competitive.
Oh my God.
Like they super competitive.
He said like it's annoying how competitive.
And so people be like, oh y'all competitive. I'm like, listen.
They Michigan fans too.
I was like, y'all don't have no idea because our sisters way more competitive. Our sisters are way more competitive than us. Like we died down, but you know, they competitive. Household. But everybody doing well. Like our sisters are nurses in Ohio.
That's fire.
And so like, I think it's just, we've all feed off each other. We be like, and it's not like a competitive thing. It's more like a, shoot.
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, it's like my brother doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be on, we all gotta be on the same,
iron
we all gotta keep growing, keep growing.
Like my biggest thing is, like you said, I don't, it's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like we work together, but it's like, we forming Voltron pretty much.
That's what's dope about that y'all all into the same thing.
Yeah.
Like that's bro, it's a lot of people that got siblings that they just don't speak at all.
Yeah.
They're not in the same field. Like my brothers, I love my brothers to death, but none of us do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even on the same path. So we grow apart a little bit because we got lives to live. So we do. So for y'all to all be in the sports and find y'all lane in it, man, that shit is beautiful, bro. That shit is dope. I love that shit.
One of the best highs that I get is like when I'm with like all of my brothers at once, and because we gonna laugh, we gonna cry, like we gonna talk about sports and stuff like that, and we gonna bring up memory lane. Like remember
meeting your pops too is funny because all y'all are different, but y'all just like y'all pops in different ways.
Yeah,
that shit is hilarious.
He say that all the time, like. All y'all good qualities, y'all got that from me.
Yeah.
Of course he would. I know he proud of y'all, seeing especially what y'all doing and stuff, but that shit is crazy.
And like one thing about in our household, which was crazy, like we had no option but to be successful because the crazy thing that was going on, and it's not crazy, but I look back on it and I'm like, dang, like we got it kind of easier than our parents had it.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody in the house at one point was all going to school at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was in school. Our dad was in school. We were in school. So like there would be nights where my mom would go to school on Monday night evening classes. Dad would be in evening classes and we'll be at Granny Rose's house.
Yeah.
Like late until we got older.
Yeah.
We'll be at Granny Rose's house till about 10 o'clock.
Spaghetti. That spaghetti is slide off that plate. Trying to tell you.
But it was just seeing the parents like having to go to work, get the kids up, go to work, do homework, still get us everything we need, and then study on the weekends, do whatever they need to do to get through school is kind of crazy.
I feel like mom, I feel like she sacrificed the most out of anybody in the household. Like, because like you said, going to school, going to work, making sure, like, it was the point we wasn't driving. So, like, she was getting us to school, getting us from school, getting us to, like, the different sporting events. Like, you got to think, Like you got 5 boys, all in different
I know
age.
y'all damn near ate them out the house too.
not to even forget, we had a cousin that moved in with us.
Yeah.
And he was 6'8".
Yeah.
Muff was 6'8".
Oh, so Muff lived with y'all.
Muff lived with us about a year, 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He had moved in, lived with us.
Yeah, I remember Muff.
I think at one point James was about to move in with us.
Yeah.
So, but like food, it was. I don't know how they did it, but it was. You didn't have to ask to go in the fridge. Just like, hey, eat whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that now in this economy, and I can't imagine cooking for that many people. Like that's
we always. Like, I think we ate a salad every day.
Yeah, it was salad.
Oh, so that's
on top of whatever. She would always like. We always start off with a salad. That's why I could eat salad like nonstop.
What, bro? These kids.
I'm trying to eat salad 3-4 times a week.
I ain't starting salad till I got grown. Like
the only day that she didn't cook was Fridays, and we typically order like pizza.
Yeah, that's funny. Our family pizza day was Fridays every time.
It was like either because we was also like involved in. We had games on Fridays. And
okay,
stuff
so
too,
y'all busy in and out.
So she was like, I ain't got to worry about.
I know y'all Fridays was lit because all y'all in sports and y'all close in age too.
Man, it was some stuff going on. Like we had so much fun in the house, and then not only that, but a lot of people, like people will come over to our house, like after practices. Like definitely Dre crew, like the Harding kids, they would be over there. We just had a. It was different growing up.
That's what's up.
My friends, like I was the first, so like it was a lot. In my opinion, I feel like me and Marcus, like they was way more strict when it came to me and Marcus because we was the oldest. So like naturally, well Kareem he was just like you just had to have him on lockdown. Like when it came to like Dre and the kid. I believe they got a little bit more freedom than we had.
My older siblings said that about me and my younger siblings. Like, Pops ain't as strict on y'all as he was on them. But like you said, they're learning on the fly. Is Kareem older? What year he graduated?
2006.
So he older than me too then.
But me, him, and Tara all.
Oh yeah, you said Pops was Rolling Stone. Okay.
They like 5 months.
Crazy.
And Tara and Kareem 2 days apart.
Can you imagine?
Pops was sticking and moving.
He probably don't. He wasn't moving. He was sticking. Like
that's crazy.
But can you imagine? Like you got a newborn, pretty much at home. Then you got, all right, man, I gotta go to this hospital.
Yeah.
And then, bam, 2 days later, you still at the hospital, and you got another one in a different room.
Bro, I can't even imagine that feeling, bro.
I could just imagine how that went, but that's that's the 80s for you.
Yeah, they was getting around.
I remember one point. This one, I had 2 kids at this point. Our dad was like, "How many kids you got?" He was trying to be funny. I was like, "Dude, I got 2." He's like, "Damn, you got a lot of kids." I'm like, "Boy, you got 7 that we know."
You got some nerve that we know.
He said that we know of.
Because like after hearing stories about Grandpa John,
man,
he was a Rolling Stone too. Like Future don't got nothing on him. But
they made Future.
But no, man, like growing up, like our childhood, well, once I moved back to Fort Wayne, it was heaven. It was heaven. I remember when I first moved back, like I didn't used to talk. Like I'll talk to Marcus. Like Marcus would be the only person I talk to in the house for real. Like I'll talk to Dre and the kid, Kareem sometimes.
Yeah.
But Kareem, it was more like arguing. Like me and him argue. Kareem fought everybody in the house. Like one thing about me, like I never want to fight my brothers. I never fought my brothers except for Kareem. Like what Jadakiss said, you leave me no choice. So it's like, but I never used to talk, but I'll talk to Marcus. I'll talk to my stepmom, like she was like the first person that I could like open up and vent to. And I remember because I always suffer like depression and stuff like that, but I didn't know that at the time. And then like she was the person that was like, I think you like battling depression. And I'm like, what is that? Like, and like our dad was the depression boy. No, he ain't hit, but
them type of fathers back then, bro, they ain't trying to hear all that mental health. They're like, bro.
Yeah, that was like remember that Chris Rock show?
Yeah, everybody hates Chris. Yeah. He was Terry Crews
character.
Yeah, that was our dad for sure.
That's $3.54.
What? Our dad's so cheap. Listen, he can have 10 grand in his pocket. He's gonna melt 3 pieces of soap together to make it last. Like that's how cheap he is.
Hold on,
he used to throw a quarter in a bag of change out to us.
Yeah, we paying for lunch with quarters and
hell no. Y'all done holding the line up and shit.
Like, bro,
that's crazy,
those are
man.
The days, that dude, man. But yeah, I feel like a lot of what we experienced like shaped me
definitely made
to
you
move how I move now. And then just like any chance I get, I support a lot of the athletes here. Definitely the kids I worked with.
Yeah. So in closing with the kids, just something that they can probably, why not take advice from an agent? What skills will they need in 5 years that they don't think they need now? Like what's something that they doing that you feel like you gonna need to know this, but it's not even crossing their minds?
Well, one is communication. Like being able to communicate effectively is gonna be something that they'll need to utilize. I also think relationship building is crucial. You do get a lot of kids who just feel like they don't need certain people, but like I feel like you should get to know a little bit about everybody and kind of what they do. It don't need to be like anything in detail. It could be simple like, what up, Trill? Like, what do you do? Oh, that's I never met anybody who did that. It could just be something as simple as that, but like get to know your surroundings, because you don't know who you're gonna run into.
So always network.
It's always networking is like is the
major
big thing.
Key alert.
Yeah. Networking is the big thing. Like I don't know how many times I've had opportunities based off of networking and just meeting somebody from years before, and just like it all goes back to like what I said about Mr. Parker. Like he made everybody feel like they were somebody. I feel like how like the more successful individuals move, I feel like a lot of opportunities may arise just through that.
That's fact.
And this goes back to Miss Banks too, like be a Renaissance man or a Renaissance woman. Like learn as much you can about as much as you can. Because you don't know like what your interest is gonna be. So I try to learn a little bit about everything. Even if it's something I feel like I may not use. Like you don't know when you're gonna have to use it. Yeah. So that's something I think, and that's one of the actually that talk I had with her was what she be a Renaissance man, like do everything. Like do all that you can. Like you only here for a short period of time.
Absolutely.
So do as much as you can with what you can. So like that goes to what I'm doing now, like being, an attorney, agent. Like I was coaching AAU. I'm doing mentorship. I'm doing Dancing with the Stars for Easter Seal Arc in April. So like it's all about like the philanthropy. Like I like the art of giving back and helping and just like making people feel like they could do and exceed what they thought they couldn't. So it's just a lot
That's
that
definitely something kids could do.
Yeah.
Especially
you
that'll
always
help with networking for sure.
yeah.
Like my experience through life, I learned a lot from Marcus. Like I know a lot of people because of
Mhm.
Marcus. Like I wasn't social like that. I ain't want to leave the room.
You sound like me now. I'm trying to break out of that.
The biggest thing for me when it comes to relationships and networking, everything don't have to be like transactional. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's
That's
like,
that's
like-
a big one right there.
like just because I may be helping you, that don't mean I necessarily want anything
Or
out
doing
of
it for
it.
you to do something for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But, you know, like some people like code switch, they switch up
Mhm.
depending on who they're around. And like Trevel's like, bro, like you always the same around everybody.
That
And
made
I'm
me.
like,
I
yeah,
respected
like-
that a lot.
So
I don't be wanting to. You know me. I'll stay in the crib all day, and you be 12 be forced by bro. Just come out. Promise it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he around different people. I'm like, oh man, I'm a nigga. I can't really. But I'm seeing how Quell rock with them. I'm like, bro, I could just be myself. And just
Yeah.
kind of let me know, like, stop overthinking every room you in. Just be you.
Yeah,
bro.
just
Like,
be you,
Just
yeah.
be you. I'm still working on it, honestly, but
me too, man. I want to talk about what Michael Beasley said about John Moran and his dad.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
You gotta fill me in. What did he say?
I don't know exactly the quote, but I know it was in reference to, their relationship and why Ja is the way he is because his dad. I don't know the exact extent of, the exact words that was said, but
That's kind of for them to be I guess you say NBA peers. I mean, it's only a select few people that's ever been to the NBA. For an ex-player to speak on Ja and his family is kind of
Oh,
bold.
here we go.
Is the situation of having an immature father now. I love how he loves his dad for somebody to get to his dad. I think his dad is living in a past. I think his dad is reliving his childhood, right? Because if you look at Giannis's dad, R.I.P., he came to the arena. He was proud of his son. He didn't want interviews. He didn't want you to understand. He didn't tell you anything he'd been through or showcased it because it was Giannis's time, right? And I love how Ja's dad loves his son. His dad is just a product of what we're speaking of. So his dad missed out on his childhood, and his son gave him enough money to time travel. I think John Moran.
Shoot.
This is a big topic because
that's
I
deep.
feel like in sports, like a lot of parents, a lot of people.
some of souls about to be hurt.
Going back to Ja and his dad, like you said, a lot of parents didn't get to make it to the level that their kids made it. So I could see why Michael Beasley said he's kind of living through him. But it's a way to do it. You know what I mean? Them NBA kids, they dads didn't make it or they didn't have the career they had. Like, I would say Steph Curry, but I'm gonna go to Kyrie. You know, Kyrie dad was a hooper. He had to stop hooping to raise his kids because Kyrie mom had passed early on. So Kyrie always give his jerseys to his dad. They still close, but his dad barely speaks to the media. He ain't on the sideline dancing this and that. Not knocking Ja dad, but it's a way to do it. So I see why people speaking on Ja dad, and I hope he don't take it personal, and I hope he kind of changes behavior instead of he might feel like, or Ja might feel a way like, Mike, you speaking on my family. So hopefully it don't escalate to some toxic shit and he just take heed to it. Because I feel like Beasley said that in the most respectful way he could say it. Or he just don't speak on it. But
Allen Iverson, right? His dad wasn't around, wasn't present. I don't even know if Allen Iverson knew who his dad was.
never really spoke on him.
Single parent, him and LeBron James got a similar backstory. To see Allen Iverson go through certain things, it kind of made sense because it was like, he got a tattoo called Crew Thick. That's a team. That's his circle he rolling with. Bunch of dudes from Virginia.
Hey, I had to be the man of the house too.
Yeah.
I read his book like he was.
It's like I'm young, I'm from the hood,
Yeah.
like this my crew. Can't nobody tell me nothing because I'm the man, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the crew that's probably around you only because who you are.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people leeching off of you. And then Allen Iverson, now he speak on like all of those friends that was around back then. They not around anymore.
Mhm.
People stealing from you. People wasn't
That's crazy.
like trying to like they didn't have my best interest at heart. And then if I'm supposed to be the person with the bag, so to speak, it's like y'all not even trying to protect me because y'all living reckless too. So it makes sense for like Allen Iverson, right? Like LeBron, he had a better structure, like the basketball coach.
Joyce?
Yeah.
Drew Joyce.
Yeah, Drew Joyce. And like he had a better role model in the sense of, and when you think about LeBron could have had every excuse to be less than whatever. So when I see like Ja Morant do reckless things, and then I see Ja Morant dad on the sideline with the drinks in his hand, and he laughing and he arguing and fighting with other players, and it's just like grow the fuck up.
That's what because Ja dad, of course, his dad helped him get to where he at. You know, Ja wasn't even ranked in high school, none of that shit. So it's like, you know how hard your son worked to get here.
Right.
So I didn't mind him having a drink at the games or whatever, but when Ja had that first incident with the gun or whatever, it's like it was no change behavior in either one of them. Even if your dad want to have a drink, it's like I'm not even gonna have a drink at the game no more.
Yeah.
It's all like public perception. Nothing changed. It's like we on top of the world still.
Ja Morant probably ain't got no endorsements.
Yeah, and for me, it didn't
make sense to me.
For me, it's not even a drink at the game. For me, it's the antics of getting into it with people like at the games.
But that I said a drink because it's always in his damn hand. Every time, like Shannon Sharp arguing with the players, which Shannon knew he was out of pocket. He apologized for it. You come over there to defend your son. Ja Morant dad had a drink in his hand, so I can only. That's why.
Did Shannon get into it with Ja dad?
Yeah, Ja dad came over there talking to him.
That's
Shannon,
right. That's right.
So it's like instead of being a mature person that like, hey man, like Shannon, like cool out. You know, that's my son. You trying to fight too, like the players. It's just like I just say the drink is in. Maybe it can't be helping.
Yeah,
and it's just like, bro, I don't know, because I'm like your dad. Your dad is your dad. Your dad got you there. I respect your pops because he got you there. Nigga, it ain't easy to get to NBA, especially from a kid that wasn't ranked, went to a smaller college.
He was being overshadowed
like crazy. That's why I don't understand Ja. Like, bro, they weren't even looking at just for you to be the man now.
Yeah.
Why would you even jeopardize that shit?
They say how he got even discovered or like, dude.
Yeah, saw him hooping. Like,
saw him in the back gym.
Bro, that's nothing but God to me when you had them type of chances.
Yeah.
And then Ja went crazy in the tournament.
Yeah, crazy.
Dunking on niggas, bro. Ja is really one of the most talented players we done seen. I think he's better than Zion. That was always my opinion. I'm like, I think you should have been number one, but you know,
Zion just.
And then Zion too. We could talk about Zion too. His off the court shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know his upbringing or if his pops was around or whatever.
I think he got like a stepdad or something.
It's like, bro,
he thinking with the wrong head.
Like, bro,
it's like he young and horny.
Yeah.
Like, when does it slow down, bro?
He gonna hump his way out the league.
I'm telling you, but Ja and his dad, man, it's like, ain't you tired of people talking about you like this?
Right.
And this how you know, like, Ja dad isn't a threat, because when you think about, you know, Tiger Woods' dad, you think about the Williams sisters' dad, you think about LeVar Ball, you think about Deion Sanders, you think about all of these positive black fathers that they present, they teaching them the principles. And the hard work, and they all got demonized. Like when you think of Ja Morant, dad, keep doing
what you're doing.
That's how you know you need to change your behavior.
Yeah.
That's what that's why I said just don't have a drink in your hand. You could be drunk, just change the perception. Yeah. Every time I see Ja dad, he has a drink in his hand.
Or
bro.
come out with PR person, like, hey, you need to come out publicly and say something about your son.
Yeah.
Like, and
Exactly.
maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but
No, he didn't. I ain't.
but
We
I
would've saw.
bring that up because from my perspective, like I film and I watch how people watch, and like when you see these younger dudes coming up, like you see some of that Ja Morant dad. I don't even know his name, but you see some of Ja Morant dad and parents in sports.
Yep.
I wonder how close they are
Parents,
in
step
age.
parents. Oh yeah.
I wonder how old Ja's dad is compared to Ja age. Like, did he have him young or?
I'm pretty sure he probably did.
Yeah.
Because I know they married. He's married to Ja's mom.
Yeah.
I know they got a little sister. Ja has a little sister that hoops as well.
She probably can't tell him though.
That's why I just wonder what that. I just never seen Ja, even in college. Maybe because Ja didn't really have the cameras on him like that in college. Because we never seen.
They wasn't in not until the tournament. Like,
exactly.
They didn't really.
So maybe he's always had this type of character, but it just falls on his dad because we're like, hey, that's your son, and you at the games, and it just don't. Like you said, maybe PR should have him publicly address stuff with his pops, like because LeVar Ball, much as they hate him, he ain't going for none of that shit. Let LaMelo and them start acting up and shit, bro. LeVar ain't going for that shit publicly. We know he gonna check him behind the scenes, but he gonna get on his. He gonna say something publicly about how y'all fucking up or how you ain't doing right. But I just think I don't know. I don't get that. With respectfully to Ja dad, but
I think what's his name has some issues too. Patrick Mahomes' dad.
Yeah,
he had some situations.
That was on because of drinking and shit and DUIs. Yeah,
put the bottle down.
Yeah. But obviously, Patrick Mahomes ain't gonna take as much heat.
Because he doesn't fuck up off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
He's damn near like, I ain't gonna say he's perfect, but off the field, Patrick knows how to talk to the media. He knows what and not to say. He's a great teammate, at least publicly. I think Ja probably a great teammate. It's just Ja fucking attitude. You don't think so?
No.
I think he's a great teammate.
He was just going at it with somebody.
But I think, like you said, they demonize that. I think that might have been a basketball conversation. But because your antics before all this shit, it looked like y'all about to scrap. And it might have been about to scrap over a damn basketball play. But it looks bad because you've been toting guns and shit.
Yeah, you've been doing all that crazy stuff.
Let LeBron talk to a player like that. We like, bro, LeBron on their ass, man. LeBron's a great leader. But
my thing
is
it's like, all right, Ja, you make millions of dollars.
Millions.
But this goes back to, I think, I don't know if Lil Wayne said this years ago, but some rapper said this. And he was like, the athletes want to be the rappers and the rappers want to be the athletes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's definitely.
And it's like, and clearly Ja Morant want to be NBA Youngboy.
He looks up to NBA Youngboy. You can tell he looks up to him.
And it's like,
is NBA Youngboy older than him?
They might be close in age.
Yeah, NBA Youngboy like 25 maybe.
Yeah. You could tell Ja is influenced by his music for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of kids are, but it's like, bro, you are Ja Morant.
Yeah.
And then another thing where, sometimes when you having that type of success, like you feel like you invincible. And one thing that I know is like the NBA don't need you.
Yeah, there's always gonna be somebody coming.
They ready to get LeBron out the league.
It's time, shit, nigga.
And he ain't did nothing wrong in the
30 years
outside of the decision, and that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing they got on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron been off the court. LeBron's been perfect.
Yeah, they're gonna say the decision and him getting Bronny into the league. That's gonna be the only two knocks that and that ain't really a knock.
That ain't even a knock for real.
Yeah, sure. Nepotism been flowing through the country.
Yeah,
like
forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that he did it, it's a problem.
It's a fucking problem. Get the fuck out of here. And then they act like Bronny really don't want it. Like Bronny, bro. That's LeBron James Jr. He ain't gotta play no fucking basketball. Yeah. He doing it because he want
to. Especially.
Nigga almost died.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say I thought he should have stayed another year, but
absolutely. I think I'm like, what's the rush, bro?
Yeah.
You got the money. Yeah. The NIL's coming too. You're LeBron James Jr.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he should, but I do think LeBron was selfish in that and get him to the league when he was still there. I think that was the whole
history. Like, play together.
Yeah.
I think LeBron's like, what the fuck you gonna stay for?
That's never happened, right?
In the NBA,
In
never.
the NBA, I know
Never.
Ken Griffey and his dad.
Yeah, but never
and
happened in
Barry
NBA.
Bonds and
Yep.
his dad.
It never happened in
Played
NBA.
at
So I
the
think
same
that's
time.
LeBron was like, might as well come now. Shit. And plus, I think him almost dying kind of. LeBron like, bro, let's just let's get this shit going.
Now, I don't think that would ever happen in NFL.
Never.
That would never happen.
It's not. I don't think it's possible.
I mean, to be honest with you,
Unless you're a kicker, maybe.
Yeah.
I think LeBron, he at this rate, he probably gonna play with his grandkids.
With Bryce. Yeah, dang.
He said Bryce. This nigga says grandkids.
I was thinking he was about to say Bryce. He said the grandkids. Dang.
Oh shit! What's the little girl name? Zuri gonna be in the WNBA and shit.
I will say LeBron is to move like that at 41.
Unreal.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
That's
Dare I say he's
crazy.
on the juice?
I don't even believe it.
No,
Yeah,
that's what they saying because he got his foot in Father Time's ass right now.
I had a doctor tell me a long time ago, keep moving. Because if you stop moving,
it's
you're gonna lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember LeBron changed his whole diet? What year was that?
And he lost
all that weight.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it seemed like since then and LeBron really ain't, he just started getting injured. He never really had injuries in his career. Maybe he's not human. I don't know. Him and Steph Curry born in the same hospital, it's no coincidence. I don't believe it.
They was, wasn't they?
They're not human, bro. My conspiracy theories, man, I'm like, bro, these niggas is different.
Steph Curry, that's that dude.
Nobody's ever gonna shoot like Steph Curry again. Ever. I don't think it's possible. I don't think we'll ever have a shooter as great as Steph Curry ever again.
Not in our lifetime.
Never.
It's a lot of toxic behavior in sports. And for example, like we went to the 7-on-7 tournament last weekend, and we in the middle of a game. We were, playing the games, whatever, and then on the first field, like a fight broke out. Like it made national news.
Right.
And it's this organization called Midwest Boom. I'm about to see if I could find a news clip.
It sounded like they could have used some respect in this incident you were just speaking on. But so was it kids that started fighting, or was it? It wasn't even on the field.
It was
sideline fighting.
Sideline/field. I can't really speak too much on it because
you know the people.
The fight happened on the other side of the field, so like how it's structured, you can't really see exactly what's going on the other field, but the parents and the people that spectating the games, like they up top, whatever, so they like looking down into like this pit pretty much.
Okay.
And then so what happened was when the fight broke out, it was kids leaving the middle field, rushing over to see the commotion on the first field of like the fighting and stuff going on. But it was like some coaches got into it. Like some coach got stumped out by the players.
Coach got stumped out by the players?
Like he was like unconscious for like 30 minutes.
How old were these players?
Probably like 14, 15.
They start stumping a coach?
Yeah.
Was that Boom?
Yeah, it was Midwest Boom. But if you know anything about Midwest Boom, like
that's the name of the team?
Yeah. Or the organization.
Jeez,
they super toxic.
That's what I heard.
It's getting better, like the celebrating and all of that, the taunting and stuff, because they trying to limit it. But like I'm telling you, our generation, if we play 7-on-7, like a lot of people would have went to jail because it's like super excessive. Like it's really toxic for the game.
They saying the same thing about AAU basketball. I've been hearing like it ain't the same.
That's what I don't miss about AAU. Like I enjoy working with I will say I was blessed enough and lucky enough to not have parents who was like super crazy.
Yeah.
And they was like, we had one, but you see it in AAU a lot, like, and then you ain't doing nothing but setting these kids up for failure because like everybody think their kid is.
I've heard that for years now. Yeah.
And it's like
Like so many spots on the NBA team.
So many spots. And now with AAU, there's so many elite teams and they're like elite in their name. I'm like, everybody's not elite. And like AAU, when we was coming up, was for if you could hoop, you playing AAU. Everybody else.
Yeah, that was for the James Hardys, the
You
Marcus Johnsons.
you had to be liked at the Teagues and
the Teagues, like, but now, and I get AAU, like, it's something for kids to develop and just be active, but like some people taking it too far. If parents, and not all parents, because there are some parents, if they took the lessons from sport and what sports really should be doing for them, like, they would be better individuals off the field, off the court, or whatever. Because sports is supposed to teach you about like life lessons,
discipline,
and everything that you go through in sports should be related to in life. But you know, everybody think their kid is the next LeBron or whatever. They so focused on making it to the league instead of taking these lessons and incorporating in life. And that's the greatest thing I got out of sports was like the principles from it. Being able to just like, okay, I need to get this done. You know, let me be disciplined enough to sit here and do this. Like, that's the same thing with me working on a crossover or this. Like, if I got to practice this, I got to practice, you know, whatever I need to in school and be disciplined enough to do it. So, like, a lot of parents don't do that. They just want to see their baby shine.
Yeah. We about to get to some top threes.
Let's do it. That could be
And this for you, Marcus. Like in the agent world, like who are like the top 3 agents from like all time to now?
Oh, all time?
Yeah.
NFL. You will say
it got to be NFL.
It don't matter the sport.
I'm definitely gonna say Eugene Parker. There's a lot of agents too, and it's something that I'm gonna say who will probably be the most influential in, I guess, my eyes.
Yeah.
Like somewhere
Your top 3.
Somebody I can relate.
Yeah, your top 3.
I'll say Eugene Parker definitely is number 1. Being from hometown, and he was Rich Paul before Rich Paul. He was doing all that, changing the game. With that being said, Rich Paul, obviously, what he's doing in the basketball scene is crazy. I mean, they pretty much got the NBA on lock. And it's the last. I mean, Clutch. They got football too. You said the all time? Damn.
It could be all time, or it could be like your personal.
Just your top 3.
Oh, okay. My personal. I'll keep it. So I would say those 2 for sure, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to do a tie for 3 with where we're at right now. I will say Tory Dandy and David Mulugeta are like. I mean, they kind of taking over the football.
Who are some of the guys they both represent? I'm not familiar with them.
So Tory represents. You could say he pretty much represents the whole state of South Carolina because he got that on lock. But like Patrick Surtain,
okay,
they represent those guys. They're actually both together now. I think with Athletes First. But Jesse Bates,
okay,
future Hall of Fame,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
But those are like agents that I'm like, okay, they. Remember I talked about like guys that you'd be like, I ain't gonna poach that player.
Oh, gotta respect
those because their contracts, the way they negotiate contracts and the way their contracts are structured is top tier. Like
best interest.
You can't pick a lot of holes in their contracts. Now,
but don't Javon and Rosie,
some shit gonna change. Javon and Rose, their contracts are top tier too. I think what separated, those other agencies. I wouldn't say our current agency now, because our current agency was just like the marketing and all the endorsement side of it. Like they got a lot of that stuff too, but I think we're well on our way when it comes to that. So we'll have the contract stuff packed down to go, and then our marketing and social media team, the ladies we work with, I mean they do a great job. So it's only gonna grow from here, and then we can revisit this conversation.
Oh, we will.
Revisit this conversation.
Absolutely.
In a couple of years.
So I love music. We all love music. So like, give me your top 3 like artists. Like, if you only had 3 artists to listen to for the next 3 months, who would they be?
Next 3 months?
Yeah.
It could be
like it's like I gotta listen to it's nothing but their music. And it don't matter the genre, it don't matter who.
Oh, okay. It could be past.
Yeah, past, present.
Okay. Mine's gonna have to be next 3 months.
That's what I'm thinking about too. The next 3 months.
I'm definitely going. I'm a big Benny the Butcher.
Don't get him started.
It's the Butcher. I like Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, I love Griselda, bro.
Benny the Butcher. I would say I gotta have. So I'm gonna mix mines up. Benny the Butcher when it comes to the hip hop. Tim's.
Bro,
I'm big on Tim's.
I love Tim's.
Like if I need something to just chill out, I listen to her.
Yeah, I love Tim's.
And then something to like. Man, something to amp me up. I like Key Glock. I'm big on Key Glock, bro. I'm big on Key Glock.
They like Glock.
But if it, I guess you said past and.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'll take Key Glock out, and I'll go with my main dude, DMX.
DMX was so hard.
Yeah,
he got so many albums too.
Yeah, I'll do
my
DMX.
3. I would probably do 3 months. Not rap. If I had to listen to like some singing, some R&B, I'll probably go. I like Snow Allegra. She keeps me like calm.
Mm-hmm.
Future gives me confidence. Then I need something like, I guess I could, something deep. I would probably go with 3 months. I'm gonna go with Kendrick. His whole catalog, I can. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be Kendrick for sure.
Well, since you said Kendrick,
these niggas tight like Pocket Big now. It's crazy.
I'm definitely OVO.
Mm-hmm.
Like for sure. Drake. I'm probably gonna listen to Drake 95% of the time.
He got enough music for 3 months for sure.
Yeah, it's like you could literally say, "Hey Alexa,
play Drake,"
and you could be good for the whole week.
Because you think about his mixtapes,
everything, bro.
All that
Drake
stuff. When he first came out,
he got so much music. It's crazy.
I was like, "Who is this light skinned nigga?"
I didn't even know he was light skinned.
I'm listening. So Drake, heavy, probably not 95, but probably like 40-50% of the time. Young Dolph, definitely listening to Young Dolph.
He gives me confidence too.
And then if I had to slow it down, I'm definitely listening to like some Al Green.
Oh dang, he went old school.
Like some Al Green.
That's nice.
I just playing some Al Green, boy.
That's nice.
Old school fool.
That's nice. That's a nice 3. That's a nice 3 for sure.
What would be y'all top 3 like sport moments that y'all like glad that y'all got to either like witness or just witness in general? Like, what would that be?
Like in person or just it could
Just
be
saw it
TV?
on
It could
TV,
be
just remember
person, TV.
being alive for it.
Yeah. Can I say my first and then I gotta think about my other two?
Yeah, for sure.
So my number one favorite sports moment memory in my life is when we rushed the field at the Purdue Ohio State game.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was my first college. That was crazy.
Like that whole night was crazy because like one Purdue, that kid that had the cancer,
Tyler Trent.
Yeah, Tyler Trent. That was a big night for him, for Purdue.
Purdue
Then
beat
it's
they
like
ass.
Purdue won.
Huge upset.
Rondell Moore went crazy.
Oh my god! And then it's
all after every time I think about that game, I just think of Shaq West.
Yep.
That we watching a crowd from across the field. They turned. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
That was turned.
And I tell you, every time I think about that, I think of the next moment. Rondo and Chris Paul got in a fight on the way back to the crib.
Yup, the same
night.
Shout out my guy Chris Paul.
It was a crazy night.
Hands.
Yeah.
Hands, man.
So you said that was your biggest. Mine's probably
that was my favorite sports like moment memory.
Mine's is probably LeBron and the Cavs winning, coming back 3-1. That game 7. I remember watching that standing up. I was so fucking happy. You'd have thought I was a family member or some shit. Like I stood up that whole game. In the last like couple minutes, nobody was scoring like that, bro. That was a beautiful fucking game. That was one of the greatest moments I've ever seen in sports. Because it never happened, and LeBron beat the Warriors with him and Kyrie was dropping 40 apiece. Like, I love that whole series, and that game 7 was probably my favorite moment.
Came back home and
Man, you said 3 though. Shit, 2. Ooh. Yeah, you go. You do the one.
Marcus, we go.
Yeah, let's do it that way because I can't.
I would say the first. Well, this one I'm gonna say it wasn't in person. But it was 2001 because I'm a big Duke fan. So Jay Williams is my favorite player, college player ever.
Yeah.
So when they won the national championship, actually, you know what? It's not when they won the national championship. He single-handedly beat Maryland in a game. I remember it was a weeknight. He single-handedly came back and beat Maryland. And I hated Maryland because that was their rival at the time. But I would say it was a tie between that and Duke winning the national championship in 2001.
Man, Jay Lewis, so
he was cold, man.
Oh my goodness.
It's like I'm a North Carolina fan, and I hated Duke. So like Duke was like everything, and then like they went in, they beat North like with their the Duke versus North Carolina rivalry. That's like in the point spread.
Yeah,
it's like the closest.
It's crazy. At one point, it was even.
Like how many points each team won and lost by. Like 1 point. I think the last time I looked, but this was a few years ago. Like the point spread was 7 points.
Yeah, they playing right now.
Oh,
they
for
are
real?
playing.
So like
that Caleb Wilson kid is gonna be something.
When Jay Will, when he got in the accident, his career was
that
over.
was so sad,
like, yeah, I was sad for him.
That was sad.
Because when I see Jay Will, I see you. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I wore. I wore 22. I was like, shit, I thought I was Jay Will out there.
Man, that shit was.
Y'all play so much alike. Yeah, that Jay Will. I can only imagine what he would have been like in the NBA.
Because he got drafted before Derrick Rose. And yeah, so.
What's your number 2 moment?
My number 2 moment. We beat Bishop Dwenger in high school my senior year. Because we was like they number 1 in the state. And we like last in the country pretty much.
Y'all beat Dwenger, that's a hell of a moment.
Yeah, they was missing like 4 players, but I mean they had 100 plus.
I'm about to say it's Dwenger.
We had like 35.
It's Dwenger, that's crazy.
I remember because I didn't play freshman, sophomore year. But I remember freshman, sophomore year, I used to crack on a football team, football players. Like, man, y'all trash. You get out there and play. Like, you wouldn't be. I'm like, I'm better than you. When the last time you played? It don't matter. I'm better than you. And if Fat Joe is here and he can like gas this
Tell the story for you.
like I'm telling you, like we like the worst team in
He's
America.
like, they had 100 guys.
Our school lost 64 games in a row. Like, mind you, last time they won a game, I probably was in the 5th grade or something. 4th or 5th grade. Basically, like our game, we was playing Bishop Dwenger at Concordia Field. The first half, it was a decent amount of people at the game, but it wasn't nothing crazy. And then, like, they announced the scores like at halftime, and then to come out in the third quarter to see like people.
It was. I was like,
I'm gonna put the clip in here.
Actually, that's my top. That's gonna be one of my tops too.
Yeah,
because we balled out, bro.
We had I was slamming receivers. I didn't care. We was gonna win.
I got scored on. Hey, I was playing corner. I don't play corner. I played safety. Marcus and Cole played corner. Or was Chad Edmonds playing corner that year?
Was Chad the year before?
Yup. Because Chad didn't play our senior year. So it was Cole. It was you and Cole. And Cole, Cole, he's selling Rollies to the big ballers now. But
he said Rolex watches.
Oh, I thought you were talking back then. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's selling watch. He sell jewelry now to like the Pacers and the Colts.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
And I was at safety. Travis Poskett was at strong safety. Oh my God, he was balling out. Man. He had like 20 tackles. 18 or 20 tackles.
Talk about an athlete.
That's unreal. 20 tackles is sick. That got to be a record or some shit.
He just couldn't get along with nobody.
Yeah, antisocial, but
See, I ain't no athlete, so my moment wasn't personal at all. I'm just going off my favorite teams.
Yeah. So that was probably one of my top 3 moments, like some glory days.
Yeah.
High school, like
that feeling, like
because Bishop Dwenger won state the year before.
Yeah.
Then it's like the year before they demolished us. Like,
this sound like some shit. I just watched a documentary on this shit. The Miracle 80 boys, the Olympic team. We beat the Russians.
Yeah.
That's what this sound like. Like everybody counted you out. Nobody like, come on, bro. They not even gonna beat them. And y'all.
That was a gift from the curse.
That's crazy.
Because we ended up playing Harding the week after or something like that.
They went crazy.
I think it was we played. Was it the week? It was either the week. Yeah, it may have been either the week after or the week after that.
Because we got team of the week.
Yeah.
And I remember Dre and Kareem coming home and was like, yeah, hey, dog, mad. Like,
because they didn't get team of the week.
Yeah, because they beat
Snyder.
Yeah.
55 to 44 or something. 45. It was a high score.
That's not a good ass game.
Yeah.
But y'all did some unbelievable shit.
And it was like I tell people all the time, like, you can, like, when I watch movies like Superbad, that remind me of Elmhurst. I don't know why, but like it remind me of Elmhurst, like, because you had those type of
that's probably one of my top 3 funniest movies ever.
At Elmhurst. You had Danny Swenson, Danny Moyer.
You remember all this shit? Like I don't remember none from high school.
We definitely had some characters in that mug.
That's crazy, bro.
I think that's why I can relate to everybody because we were so used to it. I was like,
because Elmhurst, like, even though we close to y'all Wayne, y'all was like y'all own little shit. It wasn't even like y'all was Fort Wayne community because y'all was so ducked off. It's like Elmhurst was its own fucking world. We used to have a couple Wayne people went to Elmhurst and came back. And I was like, I think where you been at? It's like you left the city going to Elmhurst. Like, it was crazy. Y'all was your own community.
Yeah, so that's number 2 for me.
That's crazy. 2, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think of moments that wasn't even happy moments, really. Oh, I got one there. Fucking Devin Hester ran the fucking kickoff back on the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Man, yeah, that was crazy.
I was so hyped because it's the Colts. We're in the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, we made it finally.
Yeah.
And this nigga runs the fucking ball back. That was like, I was like, bro, we about to lose.
That's the same Super Bowl. Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah, Prince was the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
That Super Bowl was there.
And that's the same year. That's the same year Ted Ginn ran the opening kickoff return back against Florida.
No, yeah, when he was at Ohio
State. And both teams lost. Ohio State lost and
Bears lost.
And the Bears
got
lost.
their ass.
Oh, dang.
We ain't kicking the Devin Hester for the rest of the damn game. That's probably my number 2 moment that I really remember. I mean, we've been to Pacer games and shit, and I seen some buzzer beaters, but I just remember like that shit. Hester killed my whole mood. I used to get nervous watching the Colts. Like I couldn't. I don't really got any other big moments. I can't think of shit. I would guess so. Yeah. I can't think of shit really.
What's the number 2 for you?
I would say mine would be
that game.
Beating DeWanger. It's crazy that Duke is like, yeah, but beating DeWanger because I just know like that streak was just crazy, and then I remember just DeWanger running out, and Muggs like they look like Notre Dame. And Muggs some of the dudes on our team's like, nigga, we look like Ohio State then.
Yeah, because we did have those jerseys.
Yeah, we had the same ones Ohio State had, and we had the stickers that Ohio State had, and they was like, we look like Ohio, but beating DeWanger was like crazy. Cause like I still see some dudes from DeWanger today who's like, man, just can't believe y'all beat us. And
what was the score again?
27 to 23.
Yeah. We put well, we didn't.
Close game.
It shouldn't have been. I told you I got scorpion. Cause I'm telling you, it was like goal line situation. That was probably at like the 6 or 7. And I was baiting the slot receiver. I was playing them outside. And then, and basically, I knew eventually one of these plays, they're going to run a slant because they see me outside. He ran a slant, and then I tried to like go in front and like pick it up. Yeah. Because I dropped the interception that game. But I tried to play hero ball and we scored, and I remember the feeling like, man, if we lose the game, it's gonna be my fault because I was trying to make up for that interception I dropped. Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't because I think Poshka put both of their quarterbacks out.
Yep. And that was their 3rd string quarterback, which was
Murs.
Yeah, Murs. And he like their all-time leading.
That's crazy y'all remember all
that. No, that was definitely my second. I thought y'all was talking about like just
no, it's all time. It's like all time in the situation. Like low key, I'm a Purdue alum. He went to Purdue, graduated from Purdue, so I felt a connection with Purdue.
He said I graduated from Purdue, and I was getting chicks off of the Raiders. He was like, hey, we all gonna win.
It's like, hey, your success is my success. How great Ohio State was at the time compared to Purdue.
That was one of their good years.
Yeah. We thought Ohio State probably about to win by like 20. And no, it didn't happen that way. So us rushing the field, I appreciate the tickets, Austin Mac. But we rushing this field. You know what I mean?
I still went to show love to him after the game and shit, but we had to rush the field. We would look crazy just sitting in the damn stands.
Oh, I definitely was.
No, we did look crazy. Because we was sitting in the Ohio State section.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Shit, I was like, I graduated from here. We win. I'm rushing this one.
I ain't know what was going on. Qual like, hey, we about to get on the field. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, we about to rush. He's like, bro, we about to rush the field.
My knees was hurting.
It was cold as shit too. Cause your pops went to the car. I think like second quarter.
Because he
or
Ohio State fan.
Oh, I thought he was just cold as hell. He
That
like, man,
too.
fuck this guy.
It's even colder when you was losing.
Straight up. That makes
Shit
sense.
feels different.
That's hilarious.
You be like, damn, what's going on?
So that's my top 2 for sure. When Nick Saban retired, I cried.
Ooh.
Like, I remember I'm in the car, I'm
You
driving
and Destiny
home.
probably was both.
Yeah.
No, she don't like that.
Like,
She a Bama fan?
Like, I teared up.
She might be worse than like when they lose.
Yeah.
I gotta hear. I was like, bro,
He said, I gotta hear.
trying to hear that.
I love the process, the structure of like how Nick Saban went about it, and then to actually get a chance to meet him in person, like through Dre and Mylan, was pretty dope. And then Dre left. We all left Alabama because we got to see like how they practice and how everything. And Dre was like, I see why Nick Saban was this successful. And mind you, I got to learn and trust what Dre saying because he got way more experience with colleges and coaches, and he get to see stuff that I ain't get to see. So like getting to see that was pretty dope. But I think it's kind of hard. I'm just basing stuff on like feeling
That's
how it made me feel.
That's what I'm trying to think of. I got a couple that made me feel away. Probably my last one probably be Iverson in the finals, game 1 against Shaq and Kobe.
I thought about that.
That nigga had like,
bro,
over. What? He went crazy. Took him to OT. Iverson was literally unstoppable. I don't think I ever seen a performance better than his.
That's the year where the Lakers swept everybody.
Everybody.
But the Sixers.
But the Sixers. Yeah. That's the only game they won.
Yep.
But Iverson looked, bro, they couldn't do nothing with him, bro. That was like, that had to be the greatest Iverson game I ever seen.
It was freshman year.
I'll never forget that game.
That's crazy.
Never forget that game. That shit was, bro. I'm a Laker hater, so I hate the fucking Lakers. That's why I don't like LeBron no more. I
ain't like the Lakers back then. I mean, I don't have a favorite team.
I ain't never liked.
I used to like the Portland Trail Blazers. That was my team.
They always had a squad. I fuck with them. I just
don't. Wallace and all them.
I just don't fuck with the Lakers.
Bonzi, yeah.
They had was it Stoudemire?
Yeah, Danny Stoudemire. Cold.
Yeah.
They was
that was a team.
Yeah, they was always in trouble.
And they have this dude from Marion or Muncie.
Bonzi.
They had Bonzi.
Bonzi from
Zach Randolph.
They did have Zebo.
Was he on those teams?
Yeah, he was young.
I think so.
Damn,
he was young as hell.
But Bonzi and Zach Randolph used to come to Fort Wayne and hoop at St. Francis.
I didn't know that.
Well, Bonzi had a son here that went to Homestead.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he played. I think he played football. This was like years ago.
My bad. I'm ordering some food. I gotta go get this food. I'm starving.
Top 3.
My last one, man. I'm gonna say, okay, so every game I went to, not every game, but every game I rushed the field is like honorable mention because I rushed the field Ohio State, Purdue,
Notre Dame, USC.
Damn. Notre Dame, USC.
Man, you rushed the field
Purdue, Michigan State, and then Alabama, Tennessee. Those honorable mention, but the last one was when Kobe put up 60 in his last game.
Oh yeah, that was a moment.
That shit was crazy.
I remember because that's the night. That night was so special because he dropped 60, and that's the same night that the Warriors beat the Bulls record.
Yeah,
and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
and matter of fact,
everybody's watching Kobe shit. Crazy.
I think Shaq had told or asked Kobe to get him 50, and he ended up going for 60. But that was seeing that was crazy.
Crazy. That nigga was shooting that motherfucker.
That was crazy.
Damn, that was a dope moment.
Rest in peace, Kobe, man.
It feel like when that happened,
I got some footage of me recording, watching that game.
It's like when that. It feel like when that happened, the time from when that happened to the time Kobe passed was just like that.
Yeah. It definitely felt
but it was actually a couple years.
It was a minute. You remember he's at all the games with Gigi?
Yeah.
But it don't feel like that.
It felt like it was like it was as soon as that game was over.
When did he retire? 2016, maybe 2017. He played 20 years.
Yeah, he played 20 years. It would have been 20. It would have been 2016, I think.
I thought it was 18. No, he was gone for 18. Maybe 16, 17. You're probably right. You're probably right. He died in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 2020.
That was fucked. I remember that moment. I remember where I was at.
I think that's one of the times where an athlete or somebody passed and I actually cried.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did once I heard about Gigi.
I felt drunk.
Yeah,
like a weird drunk feeling.
That's how I felt with Nipsey.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with Nipsey. I definitely cried when Nip died. Kobe, I remember they kept saying Kobe, then it was like his whole family. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then they said it was Gigi, and me being a girl dad, that shit fucked me up, bro.
Yeah,
then I seen it was her teammates, there was other families. That was one of the saddest moments. That whole day was just weird.
Blur. It was a Sunday.
That day was weird. It wasn't really warm though.
Yeah, it was an attraction.
2016 was his last year.
2016 was a hell of a year. 2016 was a hell of a year.
2020.
Because I think they played the Jazz that night. Utah Jazz.
Yeah, they couldn't do shit with
I remember Ingles was the one from Jazz who was going off.
Everybody's at that Kobe game. Them tickets probably was crazy high. What?
Didn't he have a tour?
Yeah, the whole farewell tour. Every city he went to, he got a standing ovation.
Like, that's one regret that I have is not
seeing Kobe.
Yeah, I never seen Kobe play.
I ain't appreciate him because I was such a Laker hater.
Yeah, I hated on Kobe being an Iverson fan.
Me too. That's where it started.
We gonna close it out, and I'm gonna ask this question: like, if you can tell your younger self something, what would it be?
Oh, my younger self.
Oh yeah, you did ask this on the last episode.
I could tell my younger self something. What would it be?
J. Cole got a song on the new album where he said he got a time traveling iPhone, and he's on FaceTime with his younger self. And his younger self is crying, and he started telling him pretty much what your answer would be to your question to yourself.
What I would tell my younger self. Ooh, that's crazy.
Question,
you gotta think about that
deep.
one.
It get deep. It get deep.
Cause mine's what would you tell your younger self? Damn, that's a good one.
It get deep.
Because
you get to
because you know all of this
you've
stuff
seen
you've
it.
been
Yeah.
through.
Do you want to try to change the course your younger self is going on, or do you want to?
Then it's
That's deep.
And let's just say your younger self, like your 12, 13-year-old self.
That's what I was picturing.
You know
Like that age, like 10. Like when you know a little more.
Yeah.
Not like a kid, but you know a little something, or you just dreaming.
Yeah.
Because I can remember when I was a kid thinking about this age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't think of past 30, but
I don't know. If I could tell my younger self something, it would just be keep writing or start writing. Don't hold nothing in. Because I think that's a lot of what I like. Obviously, I'm successful in what I'm doing now, and I'm still working on that. But I used to hold stuff in. That's why I used to be so like just like so physical and like aggressive. Cause you just hold stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I would say just write, get it out or whatever,
That's great advice.
And then I will also say, this means don't take these chicks serious.
Boy.
It may, I
you
mean,
don't
like,
listen to nothing else I say,
yeah.
young man.
Don't if I could say anything else is, don't listen to anything that's being told to you. Just watch for actions.
That's the realest one. It's all a distraction too.
Yeah.
Don't be too distracted.
Back in the day, I used to say 90%.
Yeah.
90% of these females, they ain't worth.
Yeah.
That's why I treat them the way that I treat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you said the same thing to Buddy 3 months
Let's
ago.
go. Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying I'm all about like just watch for actions and
Your action's gonna tell you everything you need to know.
Everything.
Because you keep listening to what somebody else saying, and bro, them actions is believe people when they show you who they are.
That's an old song. Don't trust a big butt and a smile. What's the
yeah, Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yeah, Belle Biv DeVoe.
They said that?
Yeah. What's the song they had? Poison. Poison.
Oh shit. We sound crazy.
Yeah.
Why we don't got songs like that no
so
more?
Good. Cause these niggas they drilling. Talking about they drilling. They don't give a fuck. They ain't falling in love. Ain't no love in these youngins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the advice I would give myself is just let it out right. Get it all out, and then don't take a lot of these.
That's great advice.
Because I think, to be honest with you, I think like the partner you choose is going to be very pertinent in your success.
No.
So like, make sure. I guess I would say this: focus on your.
I'm glad you spoke his name.
Focus on your purpose and your passion. Like always keep that first.
Yeah.
Because the right person the person who is supposed to be with you will be with you, and they not gonna allow you to venture off from your purpose and passion. They gonna focus on their purpose and passion, and y'all just gonna collide. Y'all just gonna thrive together.
I believe in that. Absolutely.
I truly believe that. There's been times where I've been in relationships and they be like, you don't give me no time or whatever, and you just too busy focusing on doing what you like. This was my dream before you came along. So
that's for another pod because that get
when y'all trying to do it.
Same time next week. Me.
I agree, especially with like choosing the right person that match.
Matters a lot.
That I ain't gonna say match, but just like that understands.
Yeah.
And make your life a little easier.
A good teammate.
Yeah, a good teammate. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
A great teammate, a best friend, somebody that bring ideas to the table at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Someone you can be with when the lust fades or when besides the lust. I mean, you can have you want to have that sexual chemistry with, but that can't be the reason y'all together.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to last if that is.
It's definitely not going to last.
It's not going to last.
Because, like, I know with us, it's like, we a big sports family, so it's kind of like,
if you don't like sports,
hey, I'm trying to go to this game. And you talking about stay with me. Just spend some time
it's
with
hard
me.
too.
No, ain't nobody trying to stay with your ass on. I'll be back. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't trying to...
for real. Like, I'm a music head, so when I want to talk music or I need to listen to something, you want me to talk to you. I'm like, hey, such and such just dropped. Give me a minute. They take shit personal.
Come to this game or...
And I don't, but yeah, some...
Because it's going to be something at the game.
Better learn to like sports. Straight up.
For real.